Proposing a one-year extension of Obamacare tax credits attached to an existing short-term spending bill to end the government shutdown, while setting up a bipartisan committee to negotiate on health care costs after the government reopens.
With this approach, we do not negotiate health care in the shutdown, as Leader Thune has maintained he wishes. And the American people get the tax credit extension they want.
But Montana Republican Senator Steve Daines just telling Fox,
we've got to solve this problem, but you can't shut the government down, use as leverage here to try to get this outcome.
Still saying Democrats should support a clean short-term bill to reopen government without any strings attached. President Trump still urging Senate Republicans to end the filibuster rule so a simple majority could do it. This as the shutdown ripple effects get worse at major airports, where the FAA ordered flight reductions to ease the pressure on air traffic control staffing.
Today, tomorrow, and Sunday, the agency is requiring the airlines to cut 4% of their schedule at 40 of the country's largest airports, and that number will gradually ramp up to 10% by the end of next week.
Fox Business's Grady Trimble at D.C.'s Reagan National.
The airlines are refunding passengers who don't want to travel. If they want to cancel their flight, they can, and they'll get a full refund, even if they're not impacted by these cancellations. They're reassuring customers that the vast majority of them won't be affected by the cancellations, but the problem is the delays are still happening as well as the cancellations, so it adds a new wrinkle to the travel troubles.
So far today, more than 800 flights canceled around the country, delays now topping 3,000. America is listening to Fox News.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
A fatal shooting. You've got sunny skies and 67 degrees on Monument Circle. I'm Jake McDaniel. Here's what's trending at 3:02. It happened near East 10th Street and Michigan Streets after an argument in a parking lot.
A life was lost, and that's tragic. Anytime a life is lost, it's tragic.
IMPD Captain Rob Ryder says a person was shot while sitting in her car last night, then crashed and later died at a hospital, and a man was detained but released. Lake effect snow could show up in parts of Indiana Sunday as cold air moves over Lake Michigan. Some spots might see heavier bursts, others just a light dusting.
Up further north, this time of year, we get into what's called lake effect season. You have that cold air going across that warmer lake, and that can result in some heavier areas of snow.
Jason Puma with the National Weather Service in Indianapolis says it's pretty typical to see the first snowflakes in November as temperatures drop and we ease into late fall. A new study says Indiana is the second easiest target for cyber criminals in the whole country. Only Alaska is worse, though. Click Intelligence talks about things like credit card fraud, phishing scams, and crypto theft. The FBI's data shows Indiana had hundreds of complaints for every 100,000 people. People in Indiana lost an average of more than $5,000 each, contributing to a total loss of over $125 million from cybercrime. And a favorite way for Hoosiers to celebrate the season is back. Here's Johnette Cruz.
Indianapolis is lighting up for the holidays. The Christmas Nights of Lights is open at the Indiana State Fairgrounds and running until the end of the year. The large-scale drive-through show features more than 1 million LED lights and will showcase several dazzling new elements this year. Here's Leroy Lewis III with the Indiana State Fair.
So it's a great holiday tradition for families to come through and experience. And if you have not experienced it yet, this is your year to do so. Pack your car, put in some snacks, have some hot chocolate on display, turn it to 90.7 and enjoy the experience.
New highlights also include 3 giant color-changing Christmas trees, a huge cosmic wall of lights, and more. Johnette Cruz, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
You're 1 minute away from traffic and weather. It's 3:04.
It's time to pull out your holiday decorations. Do you store them in an out-of-sight space like your basement? Your basement needs to be safe and dry. If your basement is showing any problem signs, condensation, wet floors and walls, musty smells, mold and rot, Indiana Foundation Service can help. These problem signs can be an indicator that your home might be due for basement waterproofing. From wall anchors to vapor barriers and sump pumps and dehumidifiers, they've seen it all and can do it all. This includes encapsulating your crawl space too, and making that a safe space for your valuable belongings and added storage. They'll work with you to find the permanent solution your basement and crawl space needs to stay dry year-round. Just visit IndianaFoundation.com for a free inspection and no-pressure quote today. Indiana Foundation Service. There's a reason they are the trusted local experts.
Indiana Foundation Service. Reliability from the ground up.
WIBC traffic at 3:05. Good afternoon, Tom Gaines.
Well, good afternoon, Jake. 465 on the east side, northbound, still pretty solid from Pendleton Pike up to I-69. And due to an earlier accident, it's about 10 minutes worth of slow traffic. Collector southbound a little slow from the north split down to the south split for 4 minutes worth of slow traffic, and slow going 65 northbound from Raymond up to the south split due to ongoing construction. This report is sponsored by Staples. Have an easy holiday at Staples. Save on top tech and gaming, gifts, shipping supplies, and services to get your packages there safely. Even custom cards and wrapping paper. Staples. That was easy. I'm Tom Gaines. Follow us on X for instant traffic updates. WIBC Traffic.
All right, thank you, Tom. And now here is the forecast from the American Standard Heating Weather Center.
Partly cloudy skies today. It will be mild with highs right around 66. We'll look for a few clouds tonight with lows falling to 41. I'm Wish TV Storm Track 8 meteorologist Tara Hastings for 93 WIBC.
And I'm Jake McDaniel on the level, on the go, and on WIBC.com.
Hammer and Nigel.
Can you believe these characters are weirdos?
So let's rock it.
Oh, man. If you don't laugh, you'll cry. If you don't have some fun, you'll go insane. I'm Jason Hammer. Big Nige is right across from me.
Hello.
Miss Allison, I need some mood music, please.
The holster.
What you gonna do, brother? Just like Hulkamania in 1986, airport delays and cancellations are running wild, brother.
Oh, no.
What you gonna do when your flight and your crew cancel on you, brother?
That's where this is going. Oh, good God. My wife beat it just in time, by the way. She got home last night at like 6, landed out of New York City, and she got lucky. I mean, because it's happening. It's really happening. Flights canceled and delays all over the country because of this government shutdown. They can't pay the TSA. They can't pay the air traffic controllers. So what are you going to do when Hulkamania runs wild on you?
Right. You were telling me yesterday, because your wife was in New York traveling for work.
Yeah.
The pain in the backside, the PETA, if you will, pain in the blank, for her just to get a flight on time and get out. It was like she was Snake Plissken, and it was a full escape from New York.
I go, yeah. Right, I go, honey, I'm glad you're escaping from New York City right now because tomorrow it's on. Tomorrow being right now.
The biggest city in the United States, and she has to escape out of there.
She came home wearing an eye patch in very tight jeans with boots that come up over them.
Comes into bed with you.
Boots.
Call me Snake. Okay.
She escaped from New York, but no, I mean, it's real for sure.
Nationwide air traffic has been reduced by 4% today, but that means at least 14 flights in Indy, maybe more. Last time I checked, it was 14 canceled flights, not flights that were ultimately delayed due to weather and then canceled later.
Dude.
Pre-scheduled cancellations.
They ain't putting those airplanes in the air if there ain't nobody in those towers to land them.
And today's 4%. Starting next Tuesday, it jumps up to 6%. Starting next Thursday, it jumps up to 8%. And by November 14th, you're going to see a 10% cancellation in flights around the country.
Yeah. Democrats, you paying attention? Because this is all on you.
So imagine being a traveler and you get to the airport, it's a pre-scheduled flight you've had for months, and you're told, well, we don't have any air traffic controllers. Here's some car keys. Better drive. I mean, that's awful. That stinks. As a matter of fact, I spoke to somebody at the international airport earlier today.
Really?
This is somebody whose flight was canceled, and they were told you have to drive to your next destination.
Then you can give me a automobile, a Datsun, a Toyota, a Mustang, a Buick, 4 wheels and a seat. I want a car right now.
Sounds a little like Steve Martin. I could be wrong.
Oh, man, could you just imagine, though, and I know we glossed over this yesterday, but the TSA guys and the air traffic controllers that are having to go to work but aren't getting paid, and some of these people may not even like their jobs.
Right.
Some people might like being an air traffic controller. I don't know. But there are people that are going to their jobs right now and not getting paid, and they hate what they do for a living on top of it.
So imagine not getting paid. Like, what's your motivation to do a good job, other than you believe in doing a good job?
I guess.
Why wouldn't you just show up stoned, half-ass it? You're not getting paid anyway. Like, that's not good. That's not helping anybody. You want these people paid and happy, right?
I want the people that are controlling the safety of the airplanes that are in the air happy. Yes. I want the TSA happy. That's fine that they felt my groin up a couple of years ago. They were just checking for explosives. I don't blame them. That's fine. They're trying to keep me safe. Same with air traffic controllers.
You should have told them, I have been told that my crank is the bomb. You missed a golden opportunity there, Nige.
I would have wound up incarcerated. My wife and kids were all looking at me when I was getting felt up there a couple of years ago. My daughter was crying. And then if I would have said, they tell me my crank is actually the bomb. Yeah, what it would have looked like if they would have led me away in handcuffs after that.
Update here for you. Mark Sanchez has officially been fired by Fox Sports after the Indianapolis stabbing incident. They hired Brady Quinn that weekend. Because if you remember, Mark Sanchez was in town to do the Colts and Raiders game.
Yeah.
And then next thing you know, he's in a back alley. Yeah. God knows what's going on.
Mark Sanchez, former NFL football player, got in a lot of trouble, got stabbed. Don't know the circumstances surrounding it, everything that happened. I know that he was arrested, mugshotted, and hanging on for dear life there.
He tried to get in the wrong car, according to the police report. The reports say he was the aggressor. Again, his legal stuff begins in December, but as of right now, he is gone, fired as a broadcaster from Fox Sports. Donald Trump, your thoughts?
Get that son of a bitch off the field right now. Out. He's fired. He's fired.
Fired.
Is that a surprise to anybody?
I'm surprised it took this long.
Is Mark Sanchez known more now for the stabbing or the butt fumble?
Oh, that's a good question.
To put that out on a poll soon.
I think we did, shortly after the incident happened. But now that there's been some time, but if I remember correctly, overwhelmingly butt fumble won.
Okay.
Butt fumbles forever. Stab wounds heal. Miss Allison, crank up some booze news.
You set him up and I'll knock him back, Lloyd. 1-1.
We are gonna read booze news, cause it's really fun.
Once it hits your lips, it's so good.
Nigel presents
Booze news, booze news.
Yeah.
Time for booze. This is so sad. It's almost like something out of some movie. A 30-year-old substitute gym teacher at an elementary school in Wisconsin arrested after police said he was drunk on the job.
Now, to be fair, he was a 30-year-old substitute gym teacher in Wisconsin. I think I'd be drunk too.
Here is this guy getting stopped by police and then talked to by officers in the principal's. They took him to the principal's office.
Let's take this off. Easy as possible, Chris.
What did I do?
You have a warrant. You showed up to work drunk.
How long have you been working in the school in here?
Here, this is my first day.
Do you know the legal limit?
What is it?
Okay, you're .36.
I think I'm alright. Everything good school.
The school has said he's obviously no longer welcome today.
Wait. You have to play that. Did they say .36?
That's what I think.
Can you play maybe like the last half of that again, Allison?
In here.
Here, this is my first day.
Do you know the legal limit?
What is it?
Okay, you're .36.
I think I'm alright.
Did you hear that at the end after .36?
I think I'm all right. Every dude who's been hammered.
Oh, no.
And who's had that no-win question asked to you, do you know how drunk you are? From your wife or girlfriend or somebody.
Oh, trust me.
You've had that same answer. I think I'm all right.
.36? Did he even go to bed the night before? Good God.
Man, Tom Gaines is filling in for Matt Baer today. It's a Friday. We're having fun. What's going on, Tom?
Well, good afternoon, guys. I-65 southbound at Keystone. A disabled vehicle's just been cleared from the right lane, and it's stop and go from the north split. It's about a 10-minute delay. 65 northbound slow now from Edgewood to the south split. 69 southbound slows from 106 to the 465 interchange. Ongoing construction, of course. 465 north side eastbound slows from Ditch Road to Meridian. It's B Windows' biggest sale of the year. Get up to 68% off, plus no interest, no payments for 24 months. Call now or go to bwindow.com. I'm Tom Gaines. Follow us on X for instant traffic updates at WIBC Traffic.
Do you know the legal limit?
What is it?
Okay, you're .36.
I think I'm alright.
Damn right you are, buddy.
.36? I mean, you could go to the hospital. That's hospital type alcohol level right there, man. Wow. No, I'm all right.
67 right now at the American Standard Heating Weather Center. I'm sure some nerd's doing the 6-7 thing right now.
6-7.
And if you're doing that, you are a nerd, right?
6-7.
I'm Gen X. When we were growing up, we would laugh at 420 and 69. You can keep your 6-7 crap all you want. Hey, quick shout out to our pal Eddie White and the Noblesville Boom. They brought some donuts up to hype up their big season opener tomorrow night.
Good Lord, these aren't just donuts. Fluff Bake Shop in Noblesville?
Oh, baby.
These aren't... You can't just call them donuts. This is a different level.
It looks like a tire.
Yeah, except filled with sugar and sprinkles and deliciousness.
Oh, it looks awesome. Noblesville Boom, it's the Pacers... kind of like their minor league team.
Yes.
The G League, as it's called. The Noblesville Boom tipping off their inaugural season at the Arena at Innovation Mile tomorrow, November 8th. And after the game, there's a big fireworks display in the parking lot.
Right on.
So go watch maybe some future Pacers, see the game. Kyle Guy, if you follow Indiana sports, you remember him as just a stud in high school basketball, went on to Virginia to win a national championship. Just hit some back-breaking shots to knock Purdue out of that tournament. He's on the Noblesville Boom. Go check the game out tomorrow, and shout out to Fluff. Man, that's some good stuff. Let's have a good time today. It's Beer Sample Friday. We're having a big Friday in here. Murr from Impractical Jokers is coming in studio
He's
at 4:30.
Everybody's favorite from that show, I feel like. Murr is everybody's favorite.
He gets naked a lot on that show, it feels like. He's the one that finds himself naked more often than not.
I hope that's not the case today.
We'll find out at 4:30. It's the Hammer and Nigel Show.
If you have Medicaid and are new to Medicare, you may qualify to enroll in a Humana Medicare Advantage dual-eligible special needs plan with a lot more benefits, like dental, vision, and hearing, along with helpful support when you need it most. Now is the time to see if you qualify to enroll. It only takes a few minutes to find out if you're eligible. Our licensed sales agents are ready to help you understand your options. So this Medicare planning season, we can help you plan well. Learn more at humanaduals.com. Humana, a more human way to healthcare. Humana is a dual-eligible special needs HMO SNP plan with a Medicare contract and a contract with the state Medicaid program. Enrollment in any Humana plan depends on contract renewal.
What's Jeff Saturday up to these days?
Retiring from football means a lot of things for a guy like me. It means more time to pick up some hobbies, like baking, puzzles, and some gardening. It also means pinching pennies. And that's why I look for unclaimed property at indianaunclaimed.gov. Look, it's your money, and they want you to have it. So check indianaunclaimed.gov or text Jeff to 46220 and search now.
The biggest Black Friday sale ever is going on now at Thompson Furniture and Mattress in Columbus. Save up to $800 on top brand mattresses from Tempur-Pedic, Stearns & Foster, and Sealy. Indiana-made Smith Brothers of Bern is holding their factory-authorized sale with the lowest price in 2025 and 50% off all Flex Deal and Lazy Boy. Free delivery, cash discounts, interest-free financing. Hurry, sale ends Monday only at Thompson Furniture and Mattress in Columbus.
Fostech is the family-owned business that makes incredible firearms right here in Indiana. Fostech, created by 2 career firefighters and 1 U.S. Air Force veteran, they create special, unique firearms. American craftsmanship meeting cutting-edge technology. Their Origin 12 shotgun is the envy of the industry, and all their products are designed, machined, assembled, and tested right here in Indiana. Follow Fostech on Facebook and Instagram at Fostech_INC. Find a dealer near you, or visit Fostech.com. That's Fostech. Fostech.com. Use promo code WIBC for 10% off your order.
Another accident? What happened? Our truck driver got cut off, and they're getting blamed. No witnesses, no proof, and insurance is skyrocketing. Wait, our drivers shouldn't take the blame for this? Exactly why we need Samsara. Their AI dashcam show real-time video proving when our drivers aren't at fault. So we protect our drivers and avoid false claims? Yep. Companies using Samsara have exonerated their drivers and saved millions on insurance.
Protect your drivers and your bottom line at Samsara.com. Samsara. Operates smarter.
There's nothing like when you get that part from eBay and it just fits. Yeah, the first time. So you can do less of this and get right back to more of this. At eBay, you'll find all the parts you need, guaranteed to fit, at prices you'll love. Sounds good, doesn't it? eBay, things people love. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
An official message from Medicare.
Medicare plans change from one year to the next. And this year, it's important for you to review your current coverage and compare all your options during Medicare open enrollment. Compare health plans, drug coverage, and costs. See if you can save some money, and don't forget to make sure your drugs are covered. Open enrollment ends December 7th. Visit Medicare.gov or call 1-800-MEDICARE.
Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
Hensley Legal Group is one of those firms that puts the client above all else.
We pride ourselves in caring and communication.
We're extremely passionate about helping them through their tough times.
We truly want to see our clients get better.
It happens. Hire Hensley.
You're listening to the Hammer and Nigel Show.
Yeah, Hammer, really excited to, talk about Operation Rudolph. That's next Tuesday for Veterans Day.
So we've been doing this the last couple of years. We partner with the Veterans Support Network for a program called Operation Rudolph, where our goal on Tuesday is to raise at least $5,000 because that will successfully gift 50 homeless veterans on the streets of Indianapolis, nowhere else but here in Central Indy, with coats, gloves, socks, scarves, and a Christmas card with $100 cash to where they could go get some food, maybe a place to stay.
Usually the Hammer and Nigel listenership, along with WIBC in general, goes way past that. That's going to be, I don't want to call my shot here, but $5,000, we could do better than that, too. But that's our goal. That's our goal, and that's
minimum
fine.
Starting point, yes. And that's Veterans Day on Tuesday. I know you guys are as passionate about taking care of our Hoosier veterans the same way we are. Nigel and I do a couple charities throughout the year. The Red, White, and Bowl event, which we will have news on coming up here in the next couple of weeks.
Yes, sir.
And this event coming up on Tuesday. So if you've been blessed at all, if you got a little spending money, please consider making a donation with us on Tuesday to help some of the brave men and women in Indiana who fought for our freedoms. They're down on their luck. They need a little help, and we're going to raise some money for them on Tuesday, thanks to our friends at Veteran Support Network. Dateline, Florida, Nige. Teenager in Boca Raton.
Oh, I love that place.
Being hailed a hero after helping multiple people who got caught in a flash flood in this past month.
No kidding.
18-year-old kid named Thomas went from car to car to make sure everybody was okay. I mean, there's some dangerous water, dangerous flooding going on. He was going car to car to help people. Some other folks pitched in to help him save some elderly guy, an older dude who could not get a seatbelt off, and time was a factor.
Wow.
Here he is.
The whole roundabout, the whole entire garage, everything, even the bathrooms in the movie theaters were flooded. I went from car to car, probably 6 or 7 people just going car to car and making sure everyone was okay. He was actually stuck in the car and we had to help him out, and I think he was a little lost at the whole situation, so we helped him, and he was trying to push the car after we got him out, and we were like, no sir, we just have to get you to safety, make sure you're okay. So we brought him to a restaurant nearby and just made sure he was okay. They were just very thankful, and they kept telling me how lucky they were to have me there.
You know what I'm thinking of? Because I'm so narcissistic sometimes, I'm listening to this guy talk about how he saved everybody's lives, and I'm thinking to myself, man, I've never saved anybody's life. Like, have you ever saved anybody's life before? Like,
no, I've gone in to help, but it wasn't a life or death situation.
I've never even gone in to help. I couldn't even come up with a scenario.
I was driving and a semi had tipped over in front of me and slammed over hard.
Oh, crap.
So I pulled off to the side of the road, ran up to the cab to see if the dude was okay, and he was. I mean, he's perfectly fine. He was just trying to get out of his vehicle. But I think that's about it.
I mean, like hyperbole. People sometimes will tweet us or write us or say, hey, man, you guys saved my life today. I was having a miserable day. But I've never actually put my life in danger to save somebody else.
Allison?
To be fair, Nigel, you don't really go anywhere. So
you can't save anybody's life.
You can't save anybody's life in your own home, I guess. Well, I guess you could.
To quote drunk Nigel coming home from the bowling event last year with Rob.
Yeah.
I don't like to go anywhere.
I'm all right.
But cheers to this guy.
Great moments in flood history. Here is when CNN's Wolf Blitzer was describing the flooding in New Orleans by saying certain portions of the population were, well, just take a listen.
As Jack Cafferty just pointed out, so tragically, so many of these people, almost all of them that we see, are so poor and they are so black, and this is going to raise lots of questions.
That is not a great moment.
Now, we're going to have to play this again. Hold on. Wolf Blitzer. Like, he's an institution at CNN, and the way he's describing what he's seeing in New Orleans, the people are not only so poor, but they are so black.
As Jack Cafferty just pointed out, so tragically, so many of these people, almost all of them that we see, are so poor and they are so black, and this is going to raise lots of questions.
It's actually the opposite of what you described. That is the worst moment in flood coverage history on the face of this planet.
Hey, Wolf, how black are they?
That's
so... How did he escape that? Like, could you imagine if that would have been somebody on Fox, you know, saying something like that? My God. But Wolf Blitzer on CNN,
hey,
it's folksy. It's folksy racism like Biden used to have. It's the Hammer and Nigel Show.
Hammer and Nigel Show here would never lead our friends astray, our audience, or people who listen to the show. That's why we say, when we tell you that American Standard Heating and Air, they're the best because they're built to a higher standard. We mean it. Here's Hammer to tell you about one of those awesome local independent American Standard dealers in Central Indy.
Our friends at Family Heating and Air, the Morris family and their staff taking care of you this fall into the winter. You could call Rachel, Marcus, or Malia today to make sure that system is ready for the cool fall weather ahead. Family Heating and Air always encourages you to call them for a free second opinion. Maybe you got a quote from another company, something doesn't look right. Call Family because nobody takes care of you like family. And you can also ask about how to get better indoor air quality. 317-577-8077. That's 577-8077. Family Heating and Air. Tell them Hammer and Nigel sent you. American Standard Heating and Air, built to a higher standard.
Are you ready to put joint pain behind you and get to a place where persistent pain doesn't control your life? The dedicated orthopedic experts at Community Health Network are here to turn those goals into a reality. With personalized treatment options that include robotic-assisted surgery, we'll help you feel your best so you can get back to enjoying your hobbies again. Learn more about your care options at ecommunity.com/ortho. Community Health Network. Exceptional care, simply delivered.
Listen, were you forced into getting a solar contract and now you just don't want it anymore? Maybe the solar company misled you. Or is your solar contract buried with hidden fees? Are you not saving the amount of money you thought you would on your energy costs? Don't worry. At the Solar Exit Hotline, we can help you cancel your solar contract, even if the panels are already installed. Our experienced legal team will review your contract and help you cancel it, possibly saving you thousands of dollars. You got to call right now for complete details. So listen, if you're not happy with your solar contract for any reason, we are here to help you cancel it. Call the Solar Exit Hotline now for immediate options to help you exit your solar contract. This call is 100% free.
800-798-9512. 800-798-9512. 800-798-9512. That's 800-798-9512.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
Nearly 40 days into the longest government shutdown ever. Sunny and 67 degrees in downtown Indy. I'm Jake McDaniel. Here's what's trending at 3:32. And now spending legislation is still stalled in the Senate. President Trump offered his magic bullet as he spoke during his summit with Hungarian Prime Minister Viktor Orban.
The way to do it for the Republicans is to terminate the filibuster. They call it the nuclear option. This is the second form of nuclear. Very good, very good. This is a good form. This is not a bad form.
In the Senate, Democrats keep blocking federal spending bills over a dozen times now, all because they want to protect those subsidies that help people with health care costs. And Mark Sanchez is no longer employed by Fox Sports, and the network said that today. This comes after Sanchez was involved in a stabbing incident in Indianapolis while in town to broadcast an NFL game a month ago. The story was first reported by TMZ Sports. Monday's forecast looks cold, with daytime temps barely climbing and another frosty night ahead.
We'll have a low around 25 degrees that morning, so it will be rather chilly outside. And then on Monday, we're only looking for a high near 37 that day.
Jason Puma with the National Weather Service says colder air starts moving in this weekend, bringing a taste of winter and possibly the season's first snowflakes. Lake effect snow could also develop as that cold air sweeps across the region. Drivers may want to keep it parked tomorrow until the runners clear out.
It's a race that completely destroys traffic patterns, and it's not the Indianapolis 500. I'm Matt Bear. The Monumental Marathon is tomorrow, meaning downtown Indy, Broad Ripple, Butler, Tarkington, and Mapleton neighborhoods will have massive amounts of stopped cars and gridlock conditions anywhere in and around the race course. Some roads begin closing a little after 7:30 a.m. tomorrow. Everything should be reopened by mid-afternoon. Also, people will be walking everywhere, making extra caution around crosswalks a must. Please plan accordingly. Matt Bear, WIBC Traffic.
And this coming Tuesday, the McDonald's McRib sandwich is returning to Fort Wayne locations. Fort Wayne. WIBC News Time is 3:34. Your traffic and weather in 1 minute.
Comcast Business can help turn your small business into a connected, secure, modern business. It's how retailers become constantly connecting must-visit shops. How restaurants become reliably up and running neighborhood favorites. How healthcare offices become the data-protecting caregivers that we all depend on. And how wealth management firms become cyber-securing guardians of your information. With reliable connectivity, enhanced cybersecurity, and Wi-Fi backup, your business can stay connected and get threat-ready with Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Get started with our reliable business internet. Plus, stay connected when you add Wi-Fi backup for just $35 a month. And ask about a $400 prepaid card on a qualifying gig bundle. Call today. Restrictions apply. Wireless Connect requires business internet for additional monthly charge. Taxes and other fees extra. Prepaid card offer ends 11/16/25.
With your WIBC traffic at 3:35, here's Tom Gaines.
Well, Jake, still watching delays on the Collector southbound and I-65 southbound from the north split down to Keystone due to an earlier stall. It's been cleared out, but it's still about a 15-minute delay in that stretch. 465 east side southbound with a delay from Pendleton Pike down to Shadeland. Northbound is stop and go Shadeland up to I-69. Transform your bath and double the value. It's B Windows Black Friday bath sale. Buy one bath, get one free. Plus no interest, no payments for 24 months. Call now or visit bwindow.com. I'm Tom Gaines. Follow us on X for instant traffic updates at WIBC Traffic.
Thank you, Tom. And now here's the forecast from the American Standard Heating Weather Center.
A mostly clear Friday night is ahead for us with lows down in the low 40s, and then we will turn partly cloudy for Saturday with highs near 60 before we track spotty to scattered showers Saturday night with increasing winds. I'm Wish TV Storm Track 8 meteorologist Stephen Deanna for 93 WIBC.
And I'm Jake McDaniel on the level, on the go, and on WIBC.com.
Hello, all my friends. This is Brett Michaels, and you're listening to my friends right here, Hammer and Nigel, and they're about to rock your world.
Arguments, 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 arguments. Hello, my name is Nigel. Jason Hammer right over there with a very special guest on the hotline.
Broadcast legend and the man that coined the phrase "barguments" is Dan Bass Levy. What's up, brother?
Gentlemen, how are you guys?
Doing good, man. And today's topic, and we'll introduce it here in just a moment, was something that I saw on my Facebook feed the other day. So for those who would like to find Barguments, where can they go?
The podcast itself can be downloaded anywhere that you download your podcasts. It's also on YouTube if you want to watch it, and a Facebook group that is very, very active all day. There are barguments being thrown out. You are more than welcome to jump in the group, jump in one, and start a bargument of your own. All is welcome.
So today's bargument, which is fancy talk for just a fun little debate or an argument you could have like in a bar with your buddies. What are we talking about?
Movies that everybody told you was so funny, but you don't think it is.
Oh.
So these are movies that everybody else loves and they think is hilarious and you'll laugh.
You've got to go see it. You're going to die laughing.
And then you watch it and you're like, eh.
Yeah. If you have to tell somebody it's funny, I feel like it's not going to be funny.
Right.
You have to say that to somebody. Oh, no, this radio show is funny. Then it's not funny.
Right. You're like that guy in Good Morning Vietnam.
My wife is the queen of saying, "You'll appreciate this." And I'm like, I don't appreciate it at all.
No, I don't. Who was the guy in Good Morning Vietnam that thought he was as funny as Robin Williams' character?
Oh, yeah.
The program director.
The accents.
Yeah.
In my heart, I know I'm funny. No, you're not.
The look he gives though when he turns the microphone off and looks at Forrest Whitaker, I love that look so much.
All right, so a movie that everybody else says is hilarious, but you don't really find funny. Dan, get us going.
Unfortunately, there's a group of movies, and every person I know says you're going to laugh when you watch these movies, and I have yet to find a Monty Python that makes me even crack a smile.
The Monty Python movies, Allison?
All of them. Every you got to watch this one. You got to watch that one. We Are the Son of Ni. Does nothing for me.
Now look here, my good man. I don't want to talk to you no more, you empty-headed animal food truck whopper. I fart in your general direction. Your mother was a hamster, and your father smelt of elderberries.
I mean, come on. I fart in your general direction, Bass.
That's a
does
great line.
nothing for me. I wish it's like cilantro. Everybody tells me I'm going to love cilantro.
Oh, I hate cilantro.
I dislike it, and everyone's like, "Yeah, I promise you're going to like it." It does nothing for me. I'm sorry.
I'm with Dan on this one. I never got into the Monty Python movies.
Me either. They mildly made me laugh. Bring Out Your Dead, that kind of thing. I some of it made me laugh, but I would never go out of my way to watch.
Everything is you had to be there for it, and I was there for it, and I don't want to be there anymore.
Allison.
I'm going to say something, and I'm worried about what the listeners are going to think about me after this, but I'm going with Austin Powers.
Oh, come on.
Wow.
I totally get that, like, it's clearly an iconic movie. Everyone loves it, but when I watched it, it just, like, it was fine, but...
You didn't like those radar jokes?
And I think it's all the characters, and it's just...
Johnson!
It's a lot at once, I think. So I appreciate what they're doing. I just could go the rest of my life without seeing one.
Okay. Okay.
That first opening scene of Austin Powers, when they thaw him out and he's going through everything.
Oh,
and
I know.
I can't control the volume of my voice. I think I say that to my son every morning.
To me, Austin Powers is one of those movies that's so quotable, though.
Let me ask you a question. Do I make you horny, baby? Do I? Do I make you randy?
Maybe I'm just sick of hearing Hammer say that all the time.
Maybe.
How dare you break wind before me? Didn't know it was my turn, baby. Didn't know it was your turn. I think
Who does number 2 work for?
Like during COVID, when the lockdowns were still happening, my oldest son went back and watched all of the like 80s and 90s movies that I watched back in the day. And he liked some of them. He liked Weird Science, didn't like The Breakfast Club, but he loved Austin Powers. Chris Hammer thought Austin Powers was hilarious.
Well, he's also a 21-year-old boy, so I think that's probably the difference.
Fair enough.
It may actually be a demographic thing. I never thought about it that way.
Nige?
All right. This could be controversial, but I have never liked Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
Nige.
Never.
Phoebe
Never.
Cates getting out of that pool. I know it's not funny, but my God.
That's the whole point. I feel like there are events like that in that movie that are iconic, but they're not funny. I mean, Sean Penn has a hilarious surfer voice, right?
All I need are some tasty waves, cool buzz, and I'm fine.
Spicoli.
Yeah, never made me laugh.
What about when Damone got all mad because the girl interrupted him when he was trying to do some underhand black market selling of a Cheap Trick album?
Yeah. you might have a point there. But
Brad Hamilton. Sir, I'm about to kick 100% of your ass.
Yeah.
I'm in the middle of a big deal.
Nothing for me. Nothing for me.
Wow.
Nothing for me.
I can see that. I can see how that's more of a. It's almost too serious at times. You're like, oh wow,
that's the point.
South.
Yeah, that's the point that Hammer made earlier when we were arguing about this in the back. It's a comedy, but it got a little serious.
I feel like it was like a starter for like what like American Pie became and those kind of movies where there was a lot of shock value to it.
Shock value, but that's all it had. That's what it was. Not so much the humor, but the shock value, and of course that iconic scene.
Yes.
All right, so I'm fully anticipating Nigel to throw one of these donuts at me from across the room here.
Whoa! We're eating donuts during this?
Oh yeah,
Fluff Bake Shop in Noblesville.
Out of Noblesville, they're promoting the Noblesville Booms home opener tomorrow. Assuming they have enough
one
players.
Of those over here, fellas. Come on.
Good.
Man, I never found Borat funny.
Oh no!
I'm with you on this one.
The accent just gets on my nerves after a while. I've never really found Sacha Baron Cohen funny, after a couple of minutes, I get tired of hearing the accent.
I like I like sex.
Both sides.
Hold on. Let me play this clip here, Dan.
I like you. I like sex. It's nice. This is my country of Kazakhstan. It locates between Tajikistan, Kyrgyzstan, and Uzbekistan.
I mean, okay, but for 2 hours of that,
I agree. It would be a good SNL sketch.
Right.
But then, like, after a couple minutes.
But the aspect of it's also sort of a reality movie, and it was a reality show, and displaying and exposing certain types of racism and, just ridiculous people acting like idiots, and he was going along with it.
If you have to explain the humor to me, like you've lost.
No, you're right. I said the same thing when you said if you have to tell somebody it's funny, it's not.
There is the one scene, though, in Borat where they're wrestling each other almost naked and they bust through a convention center, and that really did happen. That was like a real thing that happened, and nobody knew what was going on. That's the only scene I probably actually belly laughed in, but I could definitely, I understand it. It's not really that funny, but there are a couple of scenes where you're like, all right, that was funny.
From the YouTube chat, Ty Punt, Napoleon Dynamite.
That one I can see.
No,
I can see that
I
one.
love Napoleon.
The only time I laughed at that movie is where he threw the steak at the guy at the bike, and that was the only time I actually laughed.
Ethan Hatcher, host of Saturday Night on the Circle, Animal House. No, come on, Ethan. Animal House.
I think he said that to make you mad.
The Coupon Lady, the Blues Brothers. Look, I'm not going to sit here and put up with all this Belushi bashing taking place in the YouTube chat right now.
I will say, though, when you start to go back into some of those movies, they don't always hold up as well. I tried to show my son Ferris Bueller's Day Off, and I was like, he's really going to like this. And I watched it with him. I'm like, it doesn't hold up as much as these. Even me saying, look, that's Chicago where we live. It does nothing for him.
I think you should watch Porky's with him, because I think that holds up, Dan. I think that
Revenge of the Nerds holds up.
Watch it on his own. I'm waiting for him to say he's discovered it without me telling him.
Revenge of the Nerds totally holds up. Nothing inappropriate at all about that. Where can we find more Barguments one more time?
Download it anywhere you get your podcast. It's on YouTube as well. And if you want to bargue all day on Facebook and stop working and have some fun, join the Facebook group. Constant bargaining all days, all hours of the night. Enjoy it while you can.
Got a message from our pal Mindy Winkler at Hank FM. She's angry with Allison. She's angry with Allison because you don't like Austin Powers.
Oh, okay.
You've ticked off Mindy Winkler.
Great.
Congratulations. You've ruined the country station now, Allison. Hope you feel good about yourself. It's the Hammer and Nigel Show.
Football is back, and so are great hairlines. We Grow Hair Indy has helped former local professional football players get back in the game with full natural hair. You don't have to play pro ball to get pro-level results. Hey, it's Rob, and I knew I picked the right team when I needed a Hail Mary for my hair. I called We Grow Hair Indy. Whether you're tailgating, coaching, or watching from the couch, do it with confidence. Trade the sidelines for a hairline. Get back in the game at We Grow Hair Indy. Schedule your free evaluation today at WeGrowHairIndy.com. That's WeGrowHairIndy.com, or call 317-522-2995. That's 317-522-2995. Enjoy being out and about this fall. Enjoy watching the games in person with your friends with confidence you haven't had in years. And you can do it with a trip to We Grow Hair Indy. 317-522-2995. 317-522-2995. Tell them Rob sent you.
Growing your retail business is easier with Shopify Point of Sale. Shopify POS connects your entire retail store, in-store, online, and social media on one platform. It's built for how customers shop today and for how they'll shop tomorrow. The result? Smoother checkouts and deeper customer relationships that pay off and keep them coming back. Ready to grow with Shopify POS? Visit shopify.com/switch now for more details. That's shopify.com/switch now.
Neighborhoods are popping up everywhere, but if you want something different than what you're currently seeing, Joyner Homes, based out of Greenfield, can build you a unique, custom home on your own private lot or anywhere you can bring your own builder. They've built hundreds of homes across central Indiana. Visit Joyner Homes Model Homes or go to joynerhomes.com to see floor plans and pricing and more. With Joyner Homes, you can even start from scratch if you want. Check out their 5-star Google reviews and visit joynerhomes.com.
Welcome to Tire Discounters. Oh, hiya, Phantom.
Mike, is it true?
What's that?
Tire Discounters is offering up to $200 off sets of Goodyear tires.
Absolutely.
Plus free alignment and a full synthetic oil change.
You got it.
I'm not one to exaggerate, but that may be the best deal in the history of the world.
But free would be better.
Mike, don't toy with me.
Through the holidays, every day we're open, someone will get their money back on 4 tires.
But I...
Just breathe, Phantom. Breathe.
Nope, purchase necessary. Ends 12/31/25. Visit website for details.
What's Jeff Saturday up to these days?
Retiring from football means a lot of things for a guy like me. It means more time to pick up some hobbies, like baking, puzzles, and some gardening. It also means pinching pennies. And that's why I look for unclaimed property at indianaunclaimed.gov. Look, it's your money, and they want you to have it. So check indianaunclaimed.gov or text Jeff to 46220 and search now.
Are you tired of HVAC and plumbing companies with confusing offers? Masters Heating and Cooling keeps it simple. Right now, you can get a full second opinion from one of their master comfort advisors completely free. So you can make your next HVAC decision with confidence and peace of mind. Get a free HVAC second opinion from Masters Heating and Cooling. You can also get an early bird fall tune-up for only $69. Need a new hot water heater? How about $200 off water heater installation or $500 off tankless water heaters? Masters Heating and Cooling. Those are the ones to call for your HVAC needs or those plumbing needs. 0% financing for up to 60 months with qualified system purchase. Call Masters today. 317-207-9983. Tell them Tony Katz sent you. 317-207-9983. Masters Heating and Cooling. 207-9983 or online at mastersindy.com. That's mastersindy.com.
You've worked hard to save for retirement. Is your financial advisor working just as hard? Find out with Greg Ayler. Sunday mornings at 7 on WIBC.
Want to be in the room where it happens? Win opening night tickets to Broadway's Hamilton Tuesday, December 2nd. Enter now at WIBC.com for your shot to see the show everyone's talking about.
All right, Tom Gaines, what are we looking at, sir?
Well, good afternoon. We're 65 building a bit northbound. It's stop and go from Edgewood to 465. It's about a 10-minute delay. Southbound on 65 and the Collector, slow from West MLK down to the South Split. 69 southbound, slow from about 106 to 465 due to the ongoing construction. Delays on 465 north side eastbound. Stop and go from Ditch Road to Meridian. That's about a 5-minute delay. Transform your bath and double the value. It's B Windows Black Friday bath sale. Buy one bath, get one free, plus no interest, no payments for 24 months. Call now or visit bwindow.com. I'm Tom Gaines. Follow us on X for instant traffic updates at WIBC Traffic.
67 at the American Standard Heating Weather Center.
Here, Hammer, I wanted to run a few of these by you real quick. You used to moonlight as a wedding DJ. There's a list in the Huffington Post. 7 ways we're rude at weddings without realizing it. You're rude at a wedding without.
So these are for guests, right?
So I'm wondering if you've ever seen this happen as a wedding DJ. Number one, monopolizing the couple's time. They got a lot of people to talk to. Don't take too much up of their time. Do you
So
see that?
when like the wedding couple is trying to go table to table, right? Because that's a thing that they would thank everybody. There's always somebody that wants to sit there and filibuster. Can't do that.
How about making a spectacle? Oh, this is the worst. Including things like proposing at someone's wedding.
Oh, yeah. And I'm telling you,
you've never seen that, have you?
I haven't seen that, but I've seen bridesmaids who are so jealous that they're not the center of attention that they're trying to make an ass of themselves.
Stealing flowers? You're not supposed to take the centerpiece without asking somebody? Is that a thing?
I feel like you have to ask. A lot of people, they allow you to take it home, but you can't just do it without asking.
Here we go. This is for you, who, again, made a lot of money and had a lot of success throughout the years being a wedding DJ. Requesting songs. It depends on the wedding. A lot of couples make their playlists now, put a lot of thought into it. So if the DJ says no, just drop it.
Okay, so I get that. I always welcomed requests, but I was not obligated to play it unless it was something the bride and the groom wanted. They're paying me to be there, right? So if the bride and the groom want something awful, knock yourself out, my check will cash. But I had no problem with requests, but man, drunken guy that, I promise you, everybody's going to get out if you play this song by Linkin Park. And you play the stupid song by Linkin Park, and it looks like there's a pandemic out there.
This is interesting. Number 5, of 7 ways we're rude at weddings without realizing it. Oversharing.
So this is Steve Buscemi in The Wedding Singer.
Yeah, like wedding toasts,
right?
Casual conversation too. Don't reveal something too embarrassing about the couple.
I guess they were prostitutes, but I don't remember paying. That's exactly what that is. And this is where frat bro comes into play. Like if you're in a fraternity and you've got one of your frat bros delivering a speech, he's probably going to say something stupid and inappropriate, and grandma's going to get ticked off.
This is more of protocol, like taking photos during the ceremony. Yeah, your iPhone 17 camera is great, but don't play wedding photographer while the ceremony is going on. They got pros to do that.
I'm indifferent on that one. If I were getting married, I would just say, hey, don't turn your flash on. We've got a professional photographer, but hell, if me getting married makes you happy, take as many pictures as you want. Tag me in it. I don't care. All right.
Big hour coming up.
Man, Murr from the Impractical Jokers. He's got a comedy show at Helium Comedy Club here in Indy.
Favorite, man.
He's going to be here in studio in just a little bit. Plus, Marcus Bailey, meteorologist for Wish TV 8. I think we have to yell at him today.
Oh, no.
I'm hearing squalls of snow.
What?
As early as next week. We'll talk to Marcus next.
It's the Medicare Advantage annual enrollment period, and Humana knows not everyone has the same needs when picking a Medicare Advantage plan.
Now that I'm retired, I want to enjoy the life I've worked hard to build. So I want a plan that covers me when I'm traveling the country.
Humana has a plan for that.
As a veteran, I want a plan that fills in the gaps my VA coverage doesn't provide, like dental care.
Humana has a plan for that.
I feel good about my health. I just want care and coverage with predictable costs. No surprises.
Humana has a plan for that. With a Humana Medicare Advantage plan, you get coverage and benefits that focus on what matters most to you. Learn more at gethumana.com. Humana, a more human way to healthcare. Humana is a Medicare Advantage HMO and PPO organization with a Medicare contract. Enrollment in any Humana plan depends on contract renewal.
Hi, I'm Andy, your friend and jeweler at Shane Company. As a product development manager, I make sure every piece of fine jewelry at Shane Company is meticulously designed for quality. From 14-karat gold chains, pearl necklaces, diamond studs, and of course, dream engagement rings. We know you can get your holiday gifts anywhere these days, but knowing your loved one's gift was crafted by master jewelers? It's a difference everyone can see and feel, no matter the price. All of our fine jewelry begins with a vision by our in-house designers. Then, we ensure each piece meets our high-quality standards every step of the way, including the smallest details. It's why our jewelry comes with our all-inclusive, free lifetime warranty that covers everything and doesn't cost a dime. At Shane Company, there's no shortcuts, just craftsmanship. Because a friend wants your fine jewelry to be nothing short of perfect. Come see for yourself. Visit us in-store or at shaneco.com. Shane Company, your friend and jeweler.
Hey, listen to this. All I needed was a new starter. Got a great deal on eBay. Did it myself.
Yeah, that's cool. But how about the soft purr of an upgraded exhaust when it fits just right?
For me, it's the little things. Like these new windshield wipers from eBay I installed. From small fixes to big upgrades, eBay has all the parts you need at prices you'll love. Guaranteed to fit every time. eBay. Things people love. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
Tune in Saturdays 9 to 1 for the Home and Garden Show for advice and fun, brought to you by Michaelis. Water, storms, fire, and wet basements. Life happens. Michaelis happens to help you through it.
The Attorney General's office wants to put your money back in your pocket. Visit indianaunclaimed.gov and search for yourself, your loved ones, or your business. It's fast, easy, and free.
It's Black Friday all month long at Great Lakes Honda Fishers. This week only, lease the 2025 Accord SE for just $299 a month with zero down, plus get 2 years complimentary maintenance. Central Indiana knows tough, but your water shouldn't be. Indiana ranks among the hardest water in the country, and your home is paying the price. Connecticut's non-electric technology means no timer, settings, or headaches, just water that works, even when the power doesn't. And the twin tank design means clean, soft water 24/7. Connecticut water softeners are the solution, made in the U.S. Visit ConnecticutIndy.com and mention Made in the U.S. for an additional $250 off your purchase of a softener. Connecticut, American-made, Midwest tough.
Right now at Tom Roush Lincoln, get a 2025 Lincoln Corsair for $4,000 off plus 0% APR. 2025 Lincoln Aviator from $5,000 off plus 0%. Or 2025 Lincoln Nautilus for $4,500 off. Also 0% APR. So come get that new Lincoln at Tom Roush Lincoln in Fisher.
Corsair MSRP 51,720. Aviator MSRP 72,225. Nautilus MSRP 71,660. 0% APR for 48 months on qualifying Lincolns. Good through 12/1/2025. Subject to credit approval. See dealer for complete offer details.
Coming up in 2 minutes from the Technology Recyclers Studios, the government shutdown is seriously hitting home here. A downtown Indianapolis bar is being sued. You'll hear why, and why a man says Indiana's DCS needs policy changes. You're listening to 93 WIBC, WIBC HD1 Indianapolis. It is now 4 o'clock.
Possible path forward. On Lisa Brady, Fox News. Senate Democrats have a new proposal to reopen government.
Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer offering a deal to pass a continuing resolution to end the shutdown.
We'd like to offer a simple proposal that would reopen the government and extend the ACA premium tax credits simultaneously.
Democrats want a one-year continuation of Affordable Care Act tax credits and to establish a bipartisan committee to continue negotiations on long-term reforms. But Republican Senator Steve Daines tells Fox
these subsidies are paid directly to the insurance companies. 20% of these subsidies are fraudulent.
He says the proposal from Democrats does nothing to end rising health care costs, and the tax credits only serve to increase costs.
Fox's Jill Nato in Washington. Earlier, President Trump again urging Senate Republicans to scrap the filibuster rule and its 60-vote threshold to advance bills.
Here's some of the things that we'd pass if we terminated the filibuster. Voter ID, no mail-in voting, no cash bail, no men and women's sports, no welfare for illegals.
Some Republicans remain concerned about what a future Democrat majority might do. The president says Democrats would end the filibuster even if Republicans don't. The U.S. Agriculture Department now says it's working to comply with a judge's order to fully cover food stamp benefits for November. In a memo obtained by Fox News, even as the administration appeals the ruling over the type and amount of funding available. Israel just confirming another transfer of remains from Gaza. If confirmed as another hostage, that would leave 5 other dead hostages still in Gaza under phase 1 of a ceasefire deal between Israel and Hamas. A mixed finish after a down day on Wall Street. The Dow up 74 points at the bell. America is listening to Fox News.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
You hear about the shutdown impacting Indiana? Sunny skies and 67 degrees on Monument Circle. I'm Jake McDaniel. Here's what's trending at 4:02. The Indiana Capitol Chronicle said yesterday nearly 50 people at the state health department might temporarily lose their jobs starting this weekend because of it. Their state funding ran out, and the worst part is they won't even get back pay once the shutdown ends. A civil lawsuit is naming a nightclub in Indianapolis where 3 people were shot last weekend. Jarrett Lewis reports.
Attorney Hamid Sahir is representing one of the people who was shot early Sunday morning at the Javito Ultra Lounge in downtown Indy. He says his client is not the only one in this lawsuit against the club.
Other people have stepped forward and have signed on as clients. So there will be an amendment to the complaint in the coming weeks.
3 people were shot and many others were injured after being trampled trying to leave the bar when shots rang out. Sahir called the shooting preventable, claiming the club's security failed to properly screen for weapons and control entry points. Jarrett Lewis, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
An Indy girl was starved, locked in a closet for 20 hours a day, and died. Her grandfather says in a lawsuit blaming the state for failing to protect her. Ryan Hedrick reports.
5-year-old Kinsley Welty was let down by the very people who were supposed to keep her safe.
And this was no secret to Indiana's Department of Child Services.
Greg Laker, a lawyer representing Brian Welty, Kinsley's grandfather, spoke at a news conference on Friday. He said Welty was supposed to be taking care of her.
And twice she was returned to her mother's custody.
Welty has filed a suit not only against DCS, but several of its employees and 3 family members. Ryan Hedrick, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
If you need to get gas today, the statewide average is $3.06, says Gas Buddy, and the McRib sandwich is coming back to McDonald's restaurants in Fort Wayne on Tuesday. Time is 4:04. You've got traffic and weather in 1 minute.
You know exactly why you need to remodel that kitchen of yours. The space, it's outdated. You can't move around like you used to. It doesn't work like it needs to. You want to entertain and you want to improve your quality of life. This can happen, just not with the kitchen you have. You need to call Booher Remodeling. B-O-O-H-E-R. BooherRemodeling.com. They can take that old kitchen that's deteriorating and broken down and turn it into something that works for you and your family. Their 5-step design process from start to finish, the consultation, the preliminary design, the design development, getting all the documents together, and then getting it done. The best materials, the most skilled craftsmen in Central Indiana. Booher Remodeling will guide you through the entire process, starting with the free initial consultation, and they stand behind their work with a 2-year workmanship guarantee. Create that new kitchen. Design experts can use an existing layout or begin completely from scratch. Talk to Booher Remodeling today. B-O-O-H-E-R. BooherRemodeling.com. That's BooherRemodeling.com.
You've got WIBC traffic at 4:05 with Tom Gaines.
Well, Jake, I-65 southbound is stop and go now from State Road 267 down to the 865 Dogleg with a crash. About a 12-minute delay in that stretch. Further south on 65, it's stop and go from West MLK through the Collector down to Keystone. Northbound 65 slows from Edgewood to 465, and again from Raymond to the South Split. This report sponsored by Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield. They've teamed up with the Indiana Fever and Common Threads to provide local schools with information for nutritious meal preparation. Learn more at anthem.com/fever. Anthem Blue Cross Blue Shield is the trade name of Anthem Insurance Companies, Inc. I'm Tom Gaines. Follow us on X for instant traffic updates at WIBC Traffic.
And I'm Jake McDaniel on the level, on the go, and on WIBC.com.
Hammer and Nigel.
Can you believe these characters are weirdos? So let's rock it!
My name is Nigel. Jason Hammer right over there. Hammer, can you please explain to me why we have Marcus Bailey, meteorologist from Wish TV, on the rundown here?
Well, it's a busy weekend. We've got sectional championships tonight, some big-time high school football games, and we're going to get to that.
Okay.
But I'm hearing rumors. I'm hearing scuttlebutt that there may be a squall!
Squall!
Freezing temperatures and a squall of snow in our future. Marcus, what the hell?
I know. I actually just came off the golf course just a couple of hours ago.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah.
Well,
looks like a nice day.
I got to sneak in all the days that I can at this point, right? So.
And you're running out of sunlight, too, because it gets dark at about 3:30 around here now.
I know. It's terrible. It's terrible. This time of year is the bummer. But, I mean, we're due. We've had our bouts of some chilly days, but we really haven't hit kind of that first winter blast yet. And I think that's what we're going to get a taste of this weekend. But the good news is, guys, you mentioned football tonight. Anything that's going, I think it's going to be a wonderful night for sectional finals tonight.
Oh, yeah. We got some big ones, too, Marcus. Avon and Brownsburg. I think Westfield and Carmel. I mean, those joints are going to be packed with people.
Oh, packed. It's going to be great. And, look, I mean, I know it was ugly this morning, but sun's out now. I think last check we were into the mid-60s. The wind's starting to ease back a little bit. I mean, it'll cool quickly once the sun goes down. Like you said, it happens early now in the 5 o'clock hour. But wonderful night. I mean, we've certainly had worse weather on sectional finals night around here, so we should be fine tonight.
Yeah, but creeping up towards the edge at the end of the weekend, I'm seeing I'm seeing lows with the number 2 in them.
Oh,
am I right about that?
Yeah, you're right. I mean, so here's how the weekend plays out. I think tomorrow is going to be pretty nice during the daytime hours for the most part. Near 60, no problems. And then it's kind of around dinner time, and after that is when things we're going to have winter starting to fill in. It's going to start as rain. We got a little low that's going to spin over the state starting tomorrow night. I think it'll be showers, chilly rain, but rain for tomorrow night, probably through the overnight hours, and then probably early Sunday morning, we're going to flip the switch. We're going to hit our high temperature for Sunday right after midnight, and that's probably going to be in the low 40s, and then we're just going to have a steady decline through the rest of Sunday. And so we're flipping everything from, a north wind, and you guys mentioned the squall word. That's going to be that coming off Lake Michigan, the waters are warm, but it's going to be a real cold north wind, and that's going to bring in the lake effect snow bands. And so we'll have some bursts as early as probably daybreak on Sunday, and it's going to be on and off all day Sunday. We're probably going to spend a lot of the afternoon into the mid-30s. It's going to be blustery. The ground's too warm, and I don't think it's going to snow heavy enough that we're going to get anything significant for accumulation. But
you're gonna feel it if you're out walking the dog.
Oh, absolutely. It is going to be a miserable slap in the face on Sunday for sure.
Man, because I hate going out to start the car up, to defrost the car and do all that stuff. It's so much extra work in the morning. That's why I never complain about the heat. It could be 105 in the summertime, but you know what I don't have to do? Get up 15 minutes early to walk outside and either scrape my car or warm it up, you know?
That's right. And then we get that friendly reminder that's the time of year we're in. I have family pictures, guys, at 4 p.m. on Sunday at some Christmas tree farm. So that's going to be a joy to have all my kids. I'm sure they're going to be in great mood to be out.
Was that your idea? Was that your idea, Marcus? The family, the family pictures.
Know better than that.
Now, what time? Hold on. Are you working Sunday morning?
No, Ryan is actually off this weekend, but I picked tomorrow morning because I want to watch
the Colts game
on Sunday.
I was going to say.
So picture this. Let's say the Colts lay an egg and they lose against the Falcons. Those pictures that afternoon are going to be a real delight for Mrs. Bailey.
Merry Christmas, go away. That's what the Christmas cards are.
You got the kids all cold, and it's snowing and squalling, and Marcus is over there throwing things around. I can't believe that we believed in Daniel Jones, and poor Mrs. Bailey's over there with a single tear coming out of her eye.
That's right. She's just struggling to get a smile out. The rest of us are just miserable and want to go home. That is pretty much how Sunday will play out. Hopefully a Colts win, though. That's what we're hoping for.
Saturday for me is going to be one of those situations where I'm probably going to get into my car because I'm making a road trip. We're going to go see Paul McCartney in Columbus, Ohio.
Oh wow. Really?
So we're going to leave Indy about 2 o'clock, right?
Okay.
Go out there, get a couple hours early, tailgate a little bit, but it's probably going to still feel okay when we get into our car. But by the time we leave that show, about 11 o'clock at night or so, driving back, I'm going to be like, yep, winter's here. And that's going to stink.
Yeah, hopefully you're east enough, though, that you won't have, like, the temperature, like, sharp drop. Now, you have to deal with a little bit, like, some rain by probably, at the end of the show. But hopefully it's a little bit more delayed for you since you'll be east. But by the time you pull into your driveway, for sure, you're going to be like, oh, here's winter. Here we go. So, yeah, good time. The other thing I should probably add, guys, you mentioned the 20s for lows. That's going to be Monday morning and Tuesday morning.
Yep.
I think there's windy enough conditions that the wind chills are probably going to be in the teens.
Hello.
Both days, yeah. So fun days at the bus stop for the kids Monday and Tuesday morning.
All right, so for tonight, if somebody's going out for date night, maybe they're going to dinner, to a movie, we got some high school football. These games mainly start at 7, I believe. Avon at Brownsburg, Westfield at Carmel, Hamilton Southeastern at Fishers, Decatur at Lawrence. I mean, these are big-time games where a lot of people are going to be there. What are we looking at?
Beautiful. I mean, we're going to be partly cloudy, maybe even mainly clear. Winds are going to settle back. You'll probably have kickoff temperatures into the mid-50s, and by the end of the game, you might be slipping into the upper 40s. So crisp, but certainly not terrible. So the rest of the night tonight, you have zero weather-related issues.
Marcus, my man, where can we get the latest updates?
Always on wishtv.com. I'll be there bright and early tomorrow morning, and you can follow me on social media. Just search for Marcus Bailey Weather.
Marcus, thank you, man. We appreciate you.
Buddy.
All right, we'll see you guys. Have a good weekend.
That Colts game's a 9:30 kickoff our time as they play overseas in Germany.
I have to figure out how to maneuver with my wife so I can watch that game, because I usually, the Colts games are at 1. I will wake up early. I'll take care of everything, do the laundry, the breakfast, the dog. I want to make sure, but having it start at 9:30, I need to know. I need an alternate game plan. Do you know what I mean?
So I've got you. Here's what you would say to your beautiful better half.
Yes.
Why don't you do something? How do you think that would go over, Nige, if you just looked at Miss Lindsay Laskowski and very calmly said, Why don't you do something?
I'd be getting an Uber to the Hammer residence. That's what would happen.
Before we hit a traffic break, this is the point every week where we take a look back at the week in review. Producer Allison puts together some completely out of context sound bites from Monday through Friday here on the Hammer and Nigel show. Can I just say I'm pro waterboarding?
Oh, I see this woman's 3-year-old. I'm going to give it herpes.
You can't have anything that's on your mouth be part of a student.
Hey, I'm secure enough in my masculinity and sexuality to say that a gay man can be people's sexiest man of the year. He's a good-looking guy. Chiseled chin.
It's okay. He's got a giant fire-breathing dragon with a huge crank on it. He's from Indiana. We're going to allow it.
I would love that. I think the Roombas suck.
I wasn't going to be able to sleep tonight without knowing what Nigel rubs on his herpes.
I can barely read an email.
Sometimes you have to shoot a monkey.
I don't know what it's like to work. Good God.
Great moments in Hugh Janus history. It jerks off in public and it throws its own poop. And you're sitting here telling me that it's out of the question. You smoke crack, don't you?
Don't you smoke crack?
How is this show number 1? Doesn't get any better than this, does it?
It doesn't.
Well done, producer Allison.
Oh, no.
Out of context week in review. We do this every week at this time on the Hammer and Nigel show. Matt Baer is out. Tom Gaines is in. Tom, what's up?
465 guys on the west side, northbound before 38th. An accident blocks the right lane. It's pretty solid from 21st Street for about a 10-minute delay. West side southbound slows approaching 21st. 65 southbound, stop and go from before Whitestown Parkway to the 865 Dogleg due to an earlier crash. And 65 southbound is still slow from West MLK through the Collector down to Keystone. That's about 10 minutes worth of slow traffic. This report sponsored by 1 Hour Heating and Air Conditioning. As temps begin to drop, it's time to get your heating tune-up with 1 Hour Heating and Air Conditioning. 24/7 availability and free second opinions. Book now at onehourairindy.com. I'm Tom Gaines. Follow us on X for instant traffic updates at WIBC Traffic.
66 at the American Standard Heating Weather Center. Coming up next, fun, spirited, maybe a little intoxicated round of Is This Anything? Come on back.
Comcast Business can help turn your small business into a connected, secure, modern business. It's how retailers become constantly connecting must-visit shops. How restaurants become reliably up and running neighborhood favorites. How healthcare offices become the data-protecting caregivers that we all depend on. And how wealth management firms become cyber-securing guardians of your information. With reliable connectivity, enhanced cybersecurity, and Wi-Fi backup, your business can stay connected and get threat-ready with Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Get started with our reliable business internet. Plus, stay connected when you add Wi-Fi backup for just $35 a month. And ask about a $400 prepaid card on a qualifying gig bundle. Call today. Restrictions apply. Wireless Connect requires business internet for additional monthly charge. Taxes and other fees extra. Prepaid card offer ends 11/16/25.
At Hendricks, our cancer care
is in the details.
When you are with us, and you have our time and you have our energy.
We have a wonderful team of highly trained oncologists, physical therapists, speech pathologists, dietitians.
Always making sure that the patient is the center of the care.
We have excellent nurse navigation that are skilled at identifying barriers to treatment,
as well as expertise from Mayo Clinic.
It is more personal care than just a number.
Visit hendricks.org/cancer.
Bet365 is paying out before the final whistle.
Check out Bet365's unrivaled early payout offer. When you bet on a team to win and they take a 17-point lead, you get paid no matter the final score. Forget the final whistle and start counting that cash. Hold up. You get early payout on parlays, too.
Download the app and see why it's never ordinary at Bet365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-9-WITH-IT. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Indiana. T&Cs apply.
Hey, this is Spencer Thompson at Thompson Furniture and Mattress in Columbus.
Since 1927, we've delivered your furniture and mattresses for free, and today we still deliver to you for free. Within 75 miles of our store, we save you up to $300 when compared to other furniture stores. Plus, we guarantee you the lowest price on the best quality furniture and mattresses. Thompson Furniture and Mattress in Columbus delivers to you for free.
Remember lining up before dawn on Black Friday? Those days might be gone, but the excitement isn't. Great Lakes Honda Fishers is keeping Black Friday alive all month long. This week only, lease a 2025 Accord SE for $299 a month with zero down and register to win a $500 Visa gift card. Visit Great Lakes Honda Fishers off State Road 37 or at GreatLakesHondaFishers.com, where every day is Black Friday. Tax not included with approved credit through Honda Financial. In-stock new Hondas only, not combinable with other offers. $10K a year. All fees and first payment due at signing. Offer ends November 9th. See dealer for details.
What's Jeff Saturday up to these days?
Retiring from football means a lot of things for a guy like me. It means more time to pick up some hobbies, like baking, puzzles, and some gardening. It also means pinching pennies. And that's why I look for unclaimed property at indianaunclaimed.gov. Look, it's your money, and they want you to have it. So check indianaunclaimed.gov or text Jeff to 46220 and search now.
An official message from Medicare.
Medicare plans change from one year to the next. And this year, it's important for you to review your current coverage and compare all your options during Medicare open enrollment. Compare health plans, drug coverage, and costs. See if you can save some money, and don't forget to make sure your drugs are covered. Open enrollment ends December 7th. Visit Medicare.gov or call 1-800-MEDICARE.
Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
Do you need furnace or heat pump service and need to find a local well-trained expert you can trust like Reinhardt Heating and Cooling? Well, find that American Standard dealer at IndyHomeComfort.com.
Hammer and Nigel presents
It depends upon what the meaning of the word is.
Is this anything?
All right, let's rock and roll.
Brought to you by Indiana Unclaimed, a program presented by the Attorney General's office here in Indiana. Hammer, reuniting Hoosiers with over $1 million in unclaimed property every single week. Fast, easy, and free to search at indianaunclaimed.gov. And before we move on, I'm gonna throw a wrench here in the in Is This Anything? I'm gonna throw something at you.
Oh, okay.
You usually throw these stories at me.
Right. I
just saw this story on TMZ. This is breaking news. P. Diddy, in custody, of course, in jail for like transporting prostitutes across state lines.
Right.
Got off on some major charges that were being brought against him. But here is the headline. Diddy, busted by prison officials for drinking. Diddy, I'm just going to read straight from TMZ. Diddy's sobriety journey took a detour in lockup this week. He was drinking behind bars, got in some trouble with prison officials. Sources say Diddy had some homemade alcohol in Fort Dix. It's a low-security prison where he's doing time. We're told the alcohol is made of Fanta, sugar, and apples, which inmates give 2 weeks to ferment into an alcoholic substance. Is this anything? Diddy getting...
Hold on. There's a lot to unpack there.
Yeah.
Where did he get in trouble at?
Well, Fort Dix.
Okay. Fort Dix. Hold on. Hold that thought. So knowing what we have heard about Diddy, you're going to tell me, you're going to ask me, is it anything that a guy who's had just countless allegations of sexual improprieties got in trouble because he was putting something in his mouth at a place called Fort Dix?
Now, to be fair, he, was the prostitutes across state lines, I think, is what they got him for.
Correct.
And he's drinking some homemade...
That's why I said allegations.
Yes.
Feels like he kind of skated on a lot of this stuff.
It does feel like that, doesn't it?
But if you're Diddy, you just can't. You can't get caught doing something shady at Fort Dix. With all of the allegations that are out there, of all places for this guy to be, you just can't get in trouble there.
D-I-X, by the way, I believe is in New Jersey, is how you spell it. I just wanted to clarify the spelling, too. I don't know why. But
yeah, that's something. Making prison hooch at Fort Dix.
have you ever seen Let's Go to Prison with Dax Shepard and Will Arnett?
Yes.
The most we were talking about this a couple hours ago for Barguments. So funny with Dax Shepard and Will Arnett, and they make toilet wine.
That's an underrated comedy. I think as to where some are overrated.
Very underrated. So okay.
Yeah. If you're asking me if there's a scandal with Diddy and Fort Dix is involved, I'm going to always say yes.
And listen, I need to learn how to do this. They ferment amples and Fanta and sugar. And
I tell you what, we've only got like a month left in this building. I want you to learn how to do this and do it in the unisex bathroom. Go ferment some Hammer and Nigel hooch in that unisex bathroom.
All right. I mean, it says, look, the TMZ, quote, we're told the alcohol is made of Fanta, sugar, and apples. That's how you make booze in prison? All right. Okay, we'll give it a try. We'll give it a try.
Nigel's unisex hooch coming soon to the Hammer and Nigel Show store. Is this anything? An escaped pig went on a rampage through western New York.
Where does Joy Behar live? Hold on. Who let her out of her cage?
This is not a story about Joy Behar. This is an actual wild pig rampaging through western New York. It turned out to be a pet that belonged to a police department officer.
There's no irony there, is there?
Here's a woman saying that she was attacked by the rampaging pig.
It kind of came up on me and it grabbed me by my hair and was shaking my head like you would shake a bag of microwave popcorn. My second thought was, this is ridiculous. This is a pig in the city of Buffalo. Where did this come from? And then, of course, I started screaming.
I would too if I had a pig. What did she say? Shaking me like a bag of popcorn? That's something for sure. Now, I want to be respectful to law enforcement. I don't like the negative names that law enforcement gets, but is pig still thrown around this day in the vernacular in terms of law enforcement? Do they hear that anymore? I feel like they don't. I haven't heard that in a while.
It's a bit of a dated term.
Yes.
Like when trolls call us shock jocks.
Exactly.
Like if it's 1985, that's a sick burn.
Like if you say, I smell bacon. Yeah, okay. Welcome to 1992.
Right. Now, I think people who are anti-police aren't even that passive about it. They just throw something at them, spit on them.
Spit on them, yeah.
And then prosecutors like Ryan Mears usually let him out. But that's a story for a different time. This is the Hammer and Nigel Show.
Barack Obama is back and pushing Democrat-run states like California to rig the midterm elections and put more leftists in Congress. Joe Biden already counted illegals in the 2020 census, but they still want more.
We've watched the Democrats destroy our country.
Now, President Trump is fighting back, and it's time for Indiana to join that fight. Indiana legislators will have a chance to stand with President Trump, level the playing field, and pass fair maps when they convene for a special session on December 1st. Trump's agenda to save America hangs in the balance, and now more than ever, we need leaders with the stomach for a fight. Senator Jim Buck is refusing to tell Hoosiers if he stands with President Trump or Barack Obama and Gavin Newsom. Call Senator Jim Buck today and tell him our country can't afford for him to sit this fight out. It's time for him to stand with President Trump and pass fair maps now. Paid for by Building a Better Economy.
JMV here. It's the most wonderful time of the year at Miss M's Home and Garden. Join them Saturday, November 22nd and Sunday, November 23rd for their annual holiday open house. Stroll through the garden shop to shop the festive decor, enjoy food samples, and sign up for giveaways and door prizes with your purchase. Fresh cut trees, greenery, wreaths, porch pots, and more will fill the greenhouse. Bring your family and friends to enjoy the festivities. Miss M's is located on State Road 135 south of Whiteland Road in Bargersville.
An official message from Medicare.
Couple more minutes and we'll start this month's book club. You know, I usually love a plot twist, but this year, I'm comparing my options during Medicare open enrollment.
You can't assume your current health or drug plan is the best one for you.
And you gotta make sure your drugs are covered. That's important.
So is saving money. Review all your options at Medicare.gov. Open enrollment ends December 7th. Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
Are you ready to build your custom dream home? Joyner Homes is ready to make your dream come true. Over 18 years, Joyner Homes, based out of Greenfield, have built hundreds of homes in central Indiana, and the best place to start is JoynerHomes.com. That's where you'll find pricing, photos of completed Joyner homes to inspire you, available home sites, and info on where you can visit their model homes and a lot more. Be sure to check out Joyner Homes' 5-star Google reviews. Get started today at JoynerHomes.com.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
A new proposal. It's 67 and sunny. I'm Jake McDaniel. Here's what's trending at 4:30. That's from Democrats in the Senate to reopen the government, but Republicans don't seem pleased.
Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer offering a deal to pass a continuing resolution to end the shutdown.
We'd like to offer a simple proposal that would reopen the government and extend the ACA premium tax credits simultaneously.
Democrats want a one-year continuation of Affordable Care Act tax credits and to establish a bipartisan committee to continue negotiations on long-term reforms. But Republican Senator Steve Daines tells Fox
these subsidies are paid directly to the insurance companies. 20% of these subsidies are fraudulent.
He says the proposal from Democrats does nothing to end rising health care costs.
Fox's Jill Nato reporting, winter's knocking early. Indiana could see its first snowflakes Sunday, especially up north, as colder air moves in behind a weekend cold front.
You have that cold air going across that warmer lake, and that can result in some heavier areas of snow on the lee side of the lakes up that way in northern Indiana.
Jason Puma with the National Weather Service says Monday's going to be chilly with daytime temps barely climbing and another cold night on tap. A Marion County grandfather is suing Indiana's Child Welfare Agency after his 5-year-old granddaughter, Kinsley Welty, died following reports of abuse. Brian Welty says he hopes the lawsuit creates
policy changes in DCS. You have to see who the complaint was for. They complained that Kinsley was starving. Nobody's seen her, but they closed the case.
At a Friday news conference, attorneys said the lawsuit claims Indiana's DCS ignored 5 abuse reports about Kinsley's mother, Toni McClure, despite her felony record and prior confirmed cases. Average gas price in Indiana is $3.06 a gallon, and the Detroit Lions play the Washington Commanders this Sunday, and President Trump will be there because the Commanders said they are honored to help celebrate veterans and service members. With your WIBC closing bell report, the Dow rose 74 points to 46,987. The S&P 500 went up 8 points to 6728, and the Nasdaq dropped by 49 points to 23,004. You're 1 minute away from traffic and weather. It's 4:32.
Fall is great in Indy, so don't ruin it by painting. Do what Mike did. He called Rhino Shield.
Our home is basically a contemporary, and we just started noticing that the paint was just fading and just looked like garbage. We had received postcards from Rhino Shield, and we decided to take a look at it.
Rhino Shield's formulated for our specific climate here in Indiana.
The process with Rhino Shield and their crew, they were just very conscientious. We had problems in the past with painters. They leave debris and everything. Well, we didn't have that with Rhino Shield.
Way better than paint, backed by a 25-year warranty. Right now, get the guaranteed protection of Rhino Shield for 15% off the regular price.
The thing about the Rhino Shield, the heat gain has been reduced, and we save $70 a month. You don't hear that about any type of paint.
Here's Rhino Shield's Shane Smith.
This offer is limited, so call me at 888-RHINO-41. That's 888-RHINO-41.
Don't paint.
Don't vinyl.
Go Rhino.
Paint your house again. Rhino Shield.
With traffic at 4:33, Tom Gaines, what you got?
Well, Jake, a big mess is what we got on the east side, 465 northbound before 38th. An accident involving a box truck and a couple of cars, blocking 2 right lanes, and it's crawling from before 10th Street. That's about 30 minutes worth of solid traffic. Your southbound Gapers delay started I-65. 465 on the east side, northbound is heavy now from I-70 up to I-69. Southbound with delays from Pendleton Pike down to I-74. It's B Window's biggest sale of the year. Get up to 68% off, plus no interest, no payments for 24 months. Call now or go to bwindow.com. I'm Tom Gaines. Follow us on X for instant traffic updates at WIBC Traffic.
And now your American Standard Heating Weather Center forecast.
Mostly clear and dry for a Friday night with lows in the low 40s. Saturday, expect a partly cloudy day with highs near 60 before bigger changes settle in with the coldest air of the season ahead. Saturday night will track spotty scattered showers and then a switch over to some lake effect snow Sunday. It'll also be more windy with highs on Sunday at the midnight hour with numbers in the mid-upper 40s before temperatures trail off through the 30s throughout the remainder of Sunday. The coldest air of the season arrives Sunday through Monday. I'm Wish TV Storm Track 8 meteorologist Stephen Deanna from 93 WIBC.
And I'm Jake McDaniel on the level, on the go, and on WIBC.com.
You're listening to the Hammer and Nigel Show.
Hello, my name is Nigel. Jason Hammer right over there with a very special in-studio guest.
Got a couple big shows tonight, big shows tomorrow. Welcome back to the program, James Murray, Murr. From Impractical Jokers.
What's up, fellas? First time we're meeting in person. This is wild.
I know. I felt like we talked to you on the phone like 12 times.
That's no joke,
like
man.
a dozen times.
I know.
But it's awesome to have you in person
Thanks,
in the
buddy.
studio, man.
What do I look the same in person as I do sound on the phone?
You look you gotta get you're a pretty easily recognizable guy, especially as much as they air Impractical Jokers on television.
I'll tell you what, when I came into the studio, I didn't necessarily realize that it was on video, and I realized immediately that my nipples are out, and they're so pointy. Because when I go on stage, my wife has me put on her nipple pasties, but I forgot them, so the only thing the club here in town has is duct tape, so last night I had to wear blue duct tape on my nipples.
Worst stripper ever. Somebody in the YouTube chat already wants to know, since you're in Indiana, have you met Colonel Indiana Longnuts?
That's a very funny joke. That's a challenge we do on Jokers called the Cranches McBasketball Challenge, where we're working as receptionists in a waiting room, and we've got to call out ridiculous names, but we don't know the names beforehand. We just open up the binder and flip from page to page.
I love it.
And one of them is Colonel Indiana Longnuts, another's Dr. Shrimp Puerto Rico, so on and so forth.
While you're in town, man, do you get out and get a chance to mix it up with the people downtown, the Hoosiers? I mean, I don't want you to get the full Mark Sanchez experience, but you get a chance to get out, right?
Yeah, man. We were Indy. I was telling you during commercial that Indy is my favorite city in America. Why? Because for so many reasons. The people are great, city's great, but also my favorite restaurant in the world is here, St. Elmo's.
Yeah.
And we only had one show last night, so we went and we had two friends with us that had never tried the shrimp cocktail, and we recorded them for the first time eating it, and their heads exploded.
Good.
It was great. And then I got to tell you the story. So we were here 2 years ago on tour, and my cousin Joe, who's in the background, if you see him on YouTube, my cousin Joe was there, and my cousin Joe is he's from Brooklyn, Italian, Bensonhurst kind of guy. So needless to say, he's very superstitious, right? And so there was a gypsy woman in the restaurant, right? And she comes over to me. She goes, "Excuse me, I feel compelled to give you a reading." I was a little drunk, right? So I said, "Hell yeah, let's do it." So I go over to her table. She grabs my hand, pulls me like 6 inches from her face, and she goes into a trance and gives me this whole reading. And my friends, including my cousin, are in the back watching at St. Elmo's. They're like, and I come back, they're like, "What'd she say? What'd she say?" And I said to my cousin, I was like, she said, "Don't get on United 233 Sunday at noon," which is our flight, right? And he loses his mind, right? It was just a joke. So last night, 2 years later, we're at St. Elmo's last night. He goes to the men's room. I can recognize a fan at the nearby table. I go up to her and say, "Do me a favor. When you and your husband go to leave the restaurant, will you just come over and whisper to my cousin's ear that you're a psychic medium and not to get on his flight on Sunday?" And she does, and he almost soiled his pants, man.
I would imagine anybody that's friends with you or in your inner circle, you could be telling them the most serious thing that's totally true, but they probably think you're full of crap.
Yeah, absolutely.
It doesn't stop with you, does it, Murr? It's never ending,
Can't stop,
for
won't
God's
stop.
sake.
Can't stop, won't stop.
The shows tonight are at Helium Comedy Club, 7 and 9:15. Now, I think the 7 tonight's sold out,
Yeah,
right?
and the 7 tomorrow night sold out too. But the late shows have a few tickets left, very few tickets left. You can go to murrlive.com to get tickets if you like.
Now, it's being marketed as an interactive stand-up comedy show. I don't know what that means. What does an interactive show mean?
I try to physically touch everyone in the audience it's on one of their body parts. No, what it means is the first half of the show is stand-up comedy. It's stories of horribly embarrassing things I've done in my life because of the TV show. The second half of the show, I make up every night. So literally you can see the show all 4 times next, and it'll be 4 different shows because the second half of the show, the first game I play is I borrow 3 audience members' cell phones and I start texting their people on their phone from their phone as if it's them, and chaos ensues, you know?
Okay.
And then the second game I play is Joker's Live, meaning I put an earpiece in someone's ear, send them out into the streets of Indianapolis. We watch on screen in the comedy club, and live on the spot they got to do and say what I tell them to.
Oh,
with
that's awesome.
No permission to do anything, you know? We were in Buffalo a few weeks ago, and I had my friend go out in the streets, and he was in a bar. There's like 4 women eating dinner there. I got to watch my words carefully. So 4 women eating dinner, and I said, go up to them and ask where we can find some good D in this town. D meaning the male body part, right?
Narrator.
He's pointing to his crotch.
Yeah, and he did, and they told him. So they knew. They knew.
I love that somebody gave an answer right away.
They knew.
Well, what you want to do is, if you go to the West End, you've gone too far. Right? That's awesome.
How does Impractical Jokers, I swear to God, it can be found at any time of day or night in the United States on a channel playing 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
I mean,
it was planned that way, or how does that work, man? Because that's how you're so recognizable. I think you're one of the most recognizable guys on the show. First of all, you have a unique look.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you've been naked a lot, it feels like.
How many thousands of millions of people have seen you naked? But it's always on, and I love it.
I know, man. We're on 27 hours a day. I don't know what. Yeah, it's just so strange. We didn't plan on that, but yeah, it just happened, and then suddenly they play it all the time. You know.
Do you get paid like per episode?
No.
Like
that's the problem.
Because I figure you probably flew in an all gold helicopter. Then if you get paid by the episode,
an all gold helicopter would not fly. It'd be way too heavy, man. I'm not an aerodynamics guy, but I'm telling you.
When did Impractical Jokers, like, I mean, you've been asked all these questions before, but I don't know. I'm a super fan, so I don't care. I like to find out when, like, you kind of like the light bulb above your head turned on and said, "Oh, wait a minute, this is taking off."
Yeah, I'll tell you the story. So years ago, it's like maybe the show's been on like 3 years, and we felt like there's some momentum building for it, right? And I was on the subway. I come out of the subway, and these 2 women there. They've got thick Long Island accents with the hairspray, Aquanet everywhere. You know the kind I'm talking, right?
Right.
And they're 2 freaking beefcake Long Island boyfriends with him, and the girl comes up. She goes, "Oh my God!" She starts freaking out, taking a picture, and the boyfriend's like, "What? Who the hell is this?" She goes, "You don't know, babe, you don't know. He's one of the impossible pranksters on Comedy Central on Wednesdays." I was like, "You got every detail wrong, man. We're on True TV on Thursdays on in his Impractical. She got every detail wrong," and that's how I knew I was a D-list famous.
But here's the question. What A-list famous person has pulled you aside? I'm sure there's been many that said, "Oh, Murr, oh my God," like you know what I'm talking about. Like Tom Cruise pulls you aside and said, "Oh, I love you."
I mean, Tom Hanks' wife came up to us. We haven't met him yet, but I've heard he's a huge fan, and the kids are huge fans. She came up to us at some kind of dinner for charity or something and said, the whole Hanks family watches your show. I was like, get out of here, man. That's wild. But then
that is wild.
I'm also I think I'm on Rod Stewart's hit list.
Really?
Yeah, because I don't know if you guys
now,
know.
we're going to need some more specific detail of what that means. Because, with Rod Stewart, there's that old urban legend. We don't have time to get into it, but what does being on his hit list mean?
I don't know if you saw this on whatever in the news, social media, but I bought a house solely to save a model train club. It's called the Pacific Southern Railway. It's one of America's longest-running, oldest model railroad clubs. It's like 10 minutes from the house I live in Jersey. My house is 4,600 square feet. The train club is 12,000 square feet. It is massive and it's professional. It's in the basement of a home. They knocked out a foundation wall in the house and kept going under the lawn. It's unbelievable. Last year, the owner of the house died. The widow couldn't keep the house anymore. And so the night before it went up for public sale, my wife and I bought it to save the train club. Rod Stewart happens to be a huge train buff, right?
I heard
He's
that
incredible.
he brings it into his hotel room.
Yes, right, incredible, and he's amazing at it. He's incredible, right? So last week, because of what we did, I received the award at Train Fest in Milwaukee. They gave me an award for service to the industry, the biggest award in the business, so to speak, right, in the hobby. And apparently, it irked Rod Stewart. Good. I don't know. I hope he's a fan.
Did you
did
go?
Something good. Yes,
and it
I
irked
went
him?
and I gave the keynote. And he's like, I deserve the keynote. I don't know. I'm BSing a little bit. I hope, Rod, if you're watching, which he probably isn't, he's a busy guy, and I'm a huge fan of his, please come be part of our club, and I'll be part of yours.
I mean, you did a good thing here, and Rod's ticked off. I don't think there should be any apologies. I would troll Rod if I were you.
I'm sure he's not ticked off. I'm sure it's, whatever. But in my mind, it would be wild if I, have to get, a witness protection from from Rod Stewart. Like, he sends a hitman after me. I'm being hunted by Rod Stewart. It would be amazing.
Are you still doing Impractical Jokers?
Yeah,
I mean,
man.
obviously,
New episodes start. I gotta tell you, new episodes start January 15th. Sal loses the first episode, and we made him go through a haunted house in Jersey. And while he was on the phone with Spectrum Cable trying to cancel his cable service, dude, you're gonna wet your pants, man. It's so funny. Yeah, we're back to January 15th.
I love the celebrity specials you guys did too.
Oh yeah, we've got a couple of good ones coming up, man. We had Justin Long is in an episode coming up. He was in part of a challenge where sometimes we work as inventors or product spokesperson. Like representing something, and we have to pitch our new products or inventions to a focus group. So he was there as a product spokesperson for a new product. He didn't know what it was. He unveils it in front of the group, and it's a doggy door that you put a collar around your dog with an RFID chip, right? And when the doggy door senses your dog's chip, it'll unlock, and the dog can go in the house, right? But the doggy door is like a guillotine made from razor sharp titanium steel, right? And so we had an illustration. A stuffed animal goes through the door and it slams down and cuts the dog's head off. Justin Long almost passed out.
Oh my God!
When is that airing?
It airs in February, March. It just decapitates the dog immediately.
Oh my God! As morbid as that is, I cannot wait for that.
That's so funny, man.
I'm so looking forward to that.
Almost collapsed to the ground laughing.
Again, Murr's here. The big show is tonight and tomorrow. Early shows are sold out. A few tickets left for the evening, 9:15 and 9:30 at Helium. We were talking in the back, like, whenever somebody that's famous passes away or whatever, there's an awesome montage of their life and their works and whatnot. And we were talking about Impractical Jokers. Heaven forbid something bad happens to one of you guys, but
dear Lord.
What's that montage video going to look like?
I'll tell you what it is. It's going to be so I hope people watch it on YouTube, but it's going to be a lot of like my driver's license with no eyebrows. You can see that.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
oh my God,
that's the real McCoy right there.
Of course it's real.
Oh, I got to put on my readers.
Yeah,
That's it.
Yeah, that's it. It's going to be a lot of my nipples, a lot of my tattoo. It's going to be my prostate.
You hanging onto a plane and like
screaming.
underpants and
yeah, I mean, I've gotten 4 prostate exams on TV. A catheter put in my pee hole. Come on.
Ooh, and that's what we call an interactive show.
Yeah.
Tickets are available. Get them tonight, tomorrow night at Helium. Man, knock it out of the park. How's the audience has been in Indy?
Oh, great, man. We've been here so many times over the past 15 years. It's great, man. It's great. We played, what's the big place here? We played.
Murr?
Oh,
Gamers.
Gamers,
Yeah, you guys are Gamers.
Dude, amazing. Crowds are great. We love it.
So you do individual and you do the whole crew.
Yeah, we're between seasons right now. So Sal tours on his own. I tour on my own too, and we still do the main Impractical Jokers tour as well. So, but we've been here probably a dozen times, man.
Hell yeah,
love it.
Man, have a great show tonight.
Yeah,
Thanks,
big fan,
fellas.
man.
Appreciate
Big
it.
fan.
Thanks for having me. Get your tickets at murderlive.com. I'll see you tonight, and I'll bring my nipples.
It's the Hammer and Nigel show.
The best AI for your business isn't artificial. It's advisor intelligence. With Horizon, you get real people to help you drive real growth. Open your business account today at horizonbank.com/businessai. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
By now, you've heard about IndianaUnclaimed.gov. It's a way to claim your unclaimed property from the Indiana Attorney General's Unclaimed Property Division. It's not a scam. It's not houses, boats, cars, or storage facilities. It isn't free money. So what exactly is it? It's your money. It belongs to you, and it's waiting for you to claim it. It's money from unclaimed wages or commissions, forgotten bank accounts, underlying shares, refunds, insurance proceeds, stock dividends, safe deposit box contents, overpayments, certificates of deposit, money orders, and more. The Indiana Attorney General's Unclaimed Property Division safeguards those funds while trying to locate and return those funds to the owner or heir. It's your money, you deserve it, and the Attorney General's office wants to make sure you get it. The Attorney General's Unclaimed Property Division has over $800 million just waiting to be claimed. Text Hammer and Nigel to 46220. That's Hammer and Nigel to 46220. Or visit indianaunclaimed.gov to claim yours today.
What if you could have reliable and intelligent Wi-Fi? And get this, what if you could keep it at the same price for 5 years? That's the Xfinity 5-year price guarantee. 5 years of Wi-Fi that boosts speeds to the devices that need them most. That finds and fixes problems before you even notice them. Like super intelligent Wi-Fi with a sixth sense. And that keeps you gaming in the fast lane, even when the whole family's banking on bandwidth. All your devices working in perfect harmony for 5 whole years. And here's the best part. No annual contracts, no hidden fees, and our best equipment included. Hey, let's face it, a lot can change in 5 years. Kids grow taller, dreams grow bigger. But your Wi-Fi? It would stay reliable and the price would stay put. The Xfinity 5-year price guarantee. Lock in your price and unlock the possibilities. Xfinity. Imagine that. Select plans only. Restrictions apply.
Struggling with chronic joint pain? Don't want risky surgery or endless pills? QC Kinetics is your answer. Our non-invasive treatment stimulates your body's own biologics and has a fantastic success rate without lengthy recovery or harmful medications. Ready to live your life pain-free? Go to qckinetics.com/Indianapolis or call 317-559-PAIN and get a no-obligation consultation. Whether it's stem cell, PRP, or a number of other revolutionary therapies, QC Kinetics should be the last call you make. Call 317-559-PAIN.
The holidays are right around the corner. Is your home ready for hosting all your guests? My friends at Hope Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling are here to help with any unexpected plumbing or HVAC issues that we know are at the bottom of your holiday prep list. For the month of November, Hope will give you $200 off any $1,000 plus plumbing or HVAC service. Hope is here to help so you can get back to what matters most. Call Hope Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling today at 641-HOPE or online at hopeplumbing.com.
As a caregiver, managing your loved one's health can at times be overwhelming. This is Tina McIntosh, president of Joy's House and co-host of the Caregiver Crossing radio program. In a moment, I'll share 3 tips to help you manage your loved one's medical care effectively.
Cardon & Associates provides residents with the best senior living options and personalized service. Visit cardon.us to find a community near you.
Tip number 1, keep a list of all medications, dosages, and schedules to ensure your loved one is taking their medication correctly. Second, attend doctor's appointments with your loved one when you're able. And finally, stay organized by keeping forms, notes, and other important documents in one secure place. More tips like this are available anytime at caregivercrossingradio.org. With new weekly content created by Joy's House and distributed in partnership with Network Indiana, we're an on-air and online support group for Hoosier family caregivers. Hear conversations with experts, access a library of online education, and more at caregivercrossingradio.org.
Transform your bath and double the value. It's B Window's Black Friday bath sale. Buy 1 bath, get 1 free. Plus no interest and no payments for 24 months. Call now or visit bwindow.com.
Join the Indianapolis Urban League Monday, November 18th at St. Philip's Church for a drive-through food box and meal distribution. Stay in your car and receive fresh produce, meat, dairy, and pantry staples. No ID required while supplies last. Volunteers are needed to help make this event a success.
Tom Gaines has a look at the roads.
Well, a lot going on out there. Still crawling on the east side of 465 northbound before 38th. 3-vehicle crash blocks the 2 right lanes. It's solid from Washington Street. You're looking at about a 40-minute delay through that stretch. Also, Gapers southbound from I-65 to past 38th. 465 north side eastbound. Disabled vehicle just past Allison Road in the right lane. Allisonville Road, that is, and stop and go from Westfield Boulevard. It's about 10 minutes worth of slow traffic. And delays on 65 southbound from Whitestown Parkway to the 865 Dogleg, and again from 29th Street through the Collector down to Keystone. Transform your bath and double the value. It's B Windows Black Friday bath sale. Buy one bath, get one free, plus no interest, no payments for 24 months. Call now or visit bwindow.com. I'm Tom Gaines. Follow us on X for instant traffic updates. WIBC Traffic.
66 at the American Standard Heating Weather Center. How fun was Murr?
Oh, man, my gut is, I'm sore from laughing so hard with Murr from Impractical Jokers, who's at the Helium nightclub all weekend long downtown.
That's going to be a fun show.
Man, oh man, I love that show.
Speaking of shows, vastly different show, Tucker Carlson was on stage with Megyn Kelly at an event last night, and Megyn Kelly asked Tucker about his controversial interview with Nick Fuentes. Now, Nick Fuentes is a political commentator, says some pretty harsh things from time to time, right? Megyn Kelly wondered why Tucker didn't push back. It wasn't like she was criticizing Tucker, but she had heard people saying, hey, why aren't you pushing back a little bit? Take a listen.
Nick Fuentes has said a long list of very vile things.
Big time, including attacking my dad, which was the most vile of all, in my opinion.
Yeah. I mean, I personally have watched videos of him questioning the Holocaust, likening it to baking cookies in the oven, and there's no way you could have gotten to 6 million, seems to be his theory. He seemed to think that we've way overstated the number of Jews killed in the Holocaust. He's ripped on poor Usha Vance in the most offensive terms, which I mean, so what do you say to those people who say, why didn't you raise any of that?
You know, do your own interview the way that you want to do it. You're not my editor. Buzz off. I mean, I don't know. You want to go yell at Nick Fuentes? I'll give you his cell. Call him and go sit and yell at him and feel virtuous or whatever. That's up to you. I got the same thing with Putin. Why aren't you yelling at him? Okay, why? So I can show that I'm a good person? I care about what my wife thinks, my children think, and God thinks, and that's it. I don't need to prove that I'm a good person to you. You may think I'm a terrible person. Okay, I'm just doing my thing, which is I want to understand what people think. And I'm committed to that. And if you don't like it, don't watch.
It's kind of like what we get sometimes when we interview controversial political people.
The governor or the lieutenant governor.
Why didn't you ask him this? Why didn't
you hit him in the face with a brick? What a softball interview. All right, thanks. It's the Hammer and Nigel Show.
Groceries, gas, just about everything you can buy comes with a tax on it. No matter what, the government's always there to take their cut of your cash. Your money belongs to you. That's why Congressman Jim Baird joined with President Donald Trump to pass historic legislation to ensure you keep more of your hard-earned cash. According to the White House, Congressman Baird's vote means Americans will receive a tax cut, saving over $10,000 every year. They'll get no taxes on tips for workers, and families will receive permanent increases to child tax credits and expanded child care access. That means bigger paychecks, a stronger economy, and more prosperity across our nation. To learn more about how President Trump and Congressman Jim Baird are saving American families money and putting money in your wallet, call Congressman Baird's office at 317-563-5567 or visit baird.house.gov.
Paid for by official funds authorized by the House of Representatives.
Hi, it's T. Brian Hayes here from the Retirement Money Matters Show. You know, finding knowledgeable, dependable, honest, and competent professionals to rely on during your lifetime is invaluable, such as a physician, an attorney, and even a mechanic. These professionals can save you a great amount of time, money, and stress. The same can be said for a professional financial advisor. But how do you find the proper help for your unique and specific situation? Join me this weekend to find out. The Retirement Money Matters Show airs this Saturday morning at 6 a.m. right here on WIBC.
Hey, my new Galaxy concrete coated utility room floor in my basement is out of this world. A lot of people with basements know what I'm talking about. Their utility room where the sump pump is and the furnace, it's all pretty scary, and the concrete's always dirty and cracked and gross, and they came in just like they did with my garage and changed it within a day. It's 4 times stronger. They don't use epoxy. They use something better. They use polyurea. They do everything from garages, basements, pool decks, any indoor, outdoor area concrete. Get a quote, galaxyconcretecoatings.com, or call them 751-97.
eBay has reinvented vehicle buying. From click to curb, everything's covered. Ever try to buy a car online and end up in a parking lot with a stranger and some blind trust? That era is over. Now with Secure Purchase, eBay isn't just where you find your car. It's where you buy it, start to finish. Title, financing, registration, delivery, it's all built in. This is the modern way to buy your next ride on eBay. eBay. Things people love. Secure Purchase is powered by Caramel Dealer Services, LLC, an eBay subsidiary.
Are you a parent of a 2 to 8 year old? Listen closely for an exciting offer, then head to abcmouse.com/radio to learn more. By now, you've probably heard of ABC Mouse.
ABC Mouse is like a little one-on-one teacher. It has helped her so much.
We're offering a promo at abcmouse.com/radio to try it for free for a month, then $14.99 per month until canceled. Go to abcmouse.com/radio to see this offer. That's abcmouse.com/radio. Actual ABC Mouse users compensated for their testimonials, sponsored by Age of Learning.
What's Jeff Saturday up to these days?
Retiring from football means a lot of things for a guy like me. It means more time to pick up some hobbies, like baking, puzzles, and some gardening. It also means pinching pennies. And that's why I look for unclaimed property at indianaunclaimed.gov. Look, it's your money, and they want you to have it. So check indianaunclaimed.gov or text Jeff to 46220 and search now.
Right now at Tom Roush Lincoln, get a 2025 Lincoln Corsair for $4,000 off plus 0% APR. 2025 Lincoln Aviator for $5,000 off plus 0%. Or 2025 Lincoln Nautilus for $4,500 off. Also 0% APR. So come get that new Lincoln at Tom Roush Lincoln in Fisher.
Corsair MSRP 51,720. Aviator MSRP 72,225. Nautilus MSRP 71,60. 0% APR for 48 months on qualifying Lincolns. Good through 12/1/2025. Subject to credit approval. See dealer for complete offer details.
Coming up in 2 minutes from the Technology Recycler Studios, you'll hear about the shutdown impacting Indiana. You're listening to 93 WIBC, and it's 5 o'clock.
Some air travelers have a message for lawmakers. Lisa Brady, Fox News.
If I could vote every single legislator out on both parties and start with some people that are boringly neutral, I would do it.
This as disruption spread on the first day of flight reductions ordered by the FAA at major airports to help ease the staffing issues with air traffic controllers.
I'm incredibly concerned. I don't feel safe flying at all.
The cuts are being made with safety in mind. Nationwide, more than 900 flights canceled today, more than 3,000 delayed. But the capacity reductions are being phased in, peaking at 10% next Friday. On day 38 of the government shutdown,
Democrats are ready to clear the way to quickly pass a government funding bill that includes health care affordability.
Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer proposing a one-year extension of Obamacare subsidies as part of a short-term spending bill to reopen government. He says a bipartisan committee could then work on longer-term solutions, and it would avoid negotiating during the shutdown, which Republicans oppose. But Republicans say it's still Democrats holding Americans hostage. South Carolina Senator Lindsey Graham telling reporters,
I'm not going to keep giving taxpayer dollars to the 5 largest health care insurance companies under Obamacare to get the government open.
This as a proposal from Wisconsin Republican Senator Ron Johnson to pay federal workers was blocked for the second time. The Senate Republican leader working on a new interim spending bill with a possible promise for a future vote on Obamacare subsidies, but it would still need 60 votes to advance. After wins this week for Democratic candidates focused on affordability, the president again defending his economic agenda.
Prices are down under the Trump administration, and they're down substantially.
But he's now accusing some meatpacking companies, those with majority foreign ownership, of driving up the price of beef, asking the Justice Department to investigate. America is listening to Fox News.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
The government shutdown is seriously hitting home here. A sunny sky and it's 66 degrees in downtown Indy. Tonight's low is 40. I'm Jake McDaniel. Here's what's trending at 5:02. Starting Sunday, almost 50 people at the Indiana Health Department could lose their jobs temporarily, as they were told that Thursday, says the Indiana Capital Chronicle. And unlike federal workers, these people won't see any back pay, which is really rough for their families. A downtown Indianapolis bar is being sued. Jarrett Lewis tells you why.
After 3 people were injured in a shooting at Javito Ultra Lounge early Sunday, a lawsuit is now being filed against the club. Attorney Hamid Sahir is representing one of the victims who was hit by gunfire, stating that better security at the bar would have prevented this.
We want to make sure that not only that my client has justice,
but that measures are taken throughout the city to ensure that people are safe when they come out and they want to enjoy themselves.
Sahir added that more people have since come forward to join the lawsuit, and an amendment is expected to be made to the complaint in the coming weeks. Chair Lewis, 93, WIBC Mobile News.
Indiana DCS needs policy changes, says the grandfather of a girl who was tortured to death. Ryan Hedrick explains.
They take these kids away from the worst places on earth.
That's a heartbroken grandfather named Brian Welty speaking at a news conference on Friday. He's suing Indiana's Child Welfare Agency, saying that his granddaughter, Kinsley Welty, suffered horrific abuse.
Handprints on her chest, stomach, been forcibly held down. Her face was bruised.
Welty died last year. Her mother, the live-in boyfriend, and Welty's grandmother charged in connection with her death. Ryan Hedrick, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
The McDonald's McRib is making a comeback to Indiana and across the nation starting this coming Tuesday, and the Christmas Nights of Lights drive-thru show is returning to the Indiana State Fairgrounds, running tonight from 6 to 10 through December 31st. The popular event has many features that are synchronized to classic holiday music. You're 1 minute away from traffic and weather. It's 5:04.
Fall in Indy, and if you hate the paint, do what your neighbor Don did. He called Rhino Shield.
Well, the home was built in 1948. Paint on the aluminum siding was peeling, and I couldn't find anyone who would repaint it until I called Rhino Shield.
Rhino Shield's better than paint, and the crew?
Painted all my aluminum siding, and I've got a front porch that runs the whole length of the house, and all the pillars and everything. And once they were gone, I couldn't even tell that they were there.
With Rhino Shield's 25-year transferable warranty, you'll never have to paint your home again. And right now, you can have Rhino Shield for 15% off the regular price.
Well, I've told a lot of people, do the Rhino Shield. It's really a great product, and if you don't want to paint the house, that would be the way to go.
Here's Rhino Shield's Shane Smith.
This offer is limited, so call me at 888-RHINO-41. That's 888-RHINO-41.
Don't paint.
Don't vinyl.
Go Rhino!
Never paint your house again. Rhino Shield.
With traffic at 5:05, here's Tom Gaines.
Well, Jake, 465 on the north side, eastbound just past Allisonville Road. A stall blocks the right lane. It's stop and go from before Westfield Boulevard. It's about a 12-minute delay. East side of 465 is the worst of it still. A crash northbound before 38th, being cleared from the two right lanes. Solid from Washington Street. 35 minutes worth of heavy traffic southbound with Gapers delays that start at I-65. This report is sponsored by Fox One. Fox One is your home to stream live sports from NFL on Fox to Big Noon Saturdays, NASCAR, and more. This week, don't miss the Hoosiers taking on Penn State. Download the Fox One app to stream Fox One live sports streaming now. I'm Tom Gaines. Follow us on X for instant traffic updates at WIBC Traffic.
Thank you, Tom. And now here's the forecast from the American Standard Heating Weather Center.
Mostly clear and dry for a Friday night with lows in the low 40s. Saturday, expect a partly cloudy day with highs near 60. Saturday night will track spotty scattered showers, and then a switch over to some lake effect snow Sunday. It'll also be more windy with highs on Sunday at the midnight hour with numbers in the mid-upper 40s before temperatures trail off through the 30s. I'm Wish TV Storm Track 8 meteorologist Stephen Deanna from 93 WIBC.
And I'm Jake McDaniel on the level, on the go, and on WIBC.com.
Hammer and Nigel.
Can you believe these characters are weirdos? So let's rock!
My name is Nigel. Jason Hammer right over there. Airport issues everywhere around the country. Indy, one of the 40 places we're seeing cancellations, all because of the government shutdown. You can't have planes in the air, but no air traffic controllers that you aren't paying to land them and let me help them take off. You just can't do it. It's just not safe.
A lot of people at the airport ticked off, and they want somebody to blame. So the million-dollar question becomes, who do you think is at fault here? Now, it's easy to get confused because each side is blaming each other. But check this out from the Senate yesterday.
Don't get confused.
Democrat Senator Jackie Rosen, apparently she thinks all of you are stupid, and that just because the Republicans have the president, the Senate, and the House, they could just do whatever they want. But the fact of the matter is, it takes 60 votes. And Republican Senator Bernie Moreno was in no mood for this idiot to be blaming the Republicans.
What do you say to the TSA workers? What do you say to the air traffic controllers?
What
do you
I
say
am
to the
saying
military?
to you is
What do you
it's
say to
the
Capitol
Republican
Police?
shutdown, my friend. You are in control of the White House. You are in control of the House, and you are in control of the Senate.
Does it
And
take
if
60
you went
votes?
home
Does
to
it
a
take 60
food
votes?
bank instead of going to Mar-a-Lago
Does it
to
take 60
eat
votes?
at a gold-plated dinner while people are starving, you might see and hear your constituents, sir. You are blinding the suffering of your people.
Does it take 60 votes?
You listening and coming to the table.
It does take 60 votes.
You want to have this? Come talk to me in private, sir.
Okay. So it does take 60 votes, for the record, just so that we're clear on the reporting, so there's no misinformation. So it does take 60 votes.
I love that. Who was that guy?
That's a Republican Senator Bernie Moreno.
Moreno. Does it take 60 votes? Duh. Yeah, they're about 5 short right now.
Right.
And air traffic controllers and TSA agents aren't getting paid.
So that was interesting. Another interesting thing that's probably not as important, but I'm juvenile, and I think this is hilarious. Nancy Pelosi, we've been talking about it. She's announced she's not running again in the next election. CNN's doing this big tribute. You would think that it's like George Washington coming to life, the way they're treating Nancy Pelosi. Donald Trump, speaking to reporters, had vastly different opinions.
I think she's an evil woman. I'm glad she's retiring. I think she did the country a great service by retiring. I think she was a tremendous liability for the country.
And on Dick Cheney.
I thought she was an evil woman who did a poor job, who cost the country a lot in damages and in reputation. I thought she was terrible.
Now, that's pretty strong, right? We'll all agree, telling the press that's strong. But what if I told you what he put on Truth Social was even better? It's been a while since we've had our next guest in studio, but to read Donald Trump's social media post about Nancy Pelosi, please welcome back star of stage and screen, Alvin from Alvin and the Chipmunks. Alvin, please do us a favor and read Donald Trump's post about Nancy Pelosi.
Nancy Pelosi, the old and broken political hack who impeached me twice and lost, is finally calling it quits. She illegally made a fortune in the stock market, ripped off the American public, and was a disaster for America. I'm glad to see the stench of Nancy Pelosi go.
That's strong. That's pretty damn strong.
The stench of Nancy Pelosi. You can imagine what that smells like.
Oh, God. That's real strong. So here's what we're going to do right now. We're going to take an early break because I want to save time for our next guest, because he's got an amazing story. It's an update to something we talked about a couple days ago, that Michigan high school volleyball. It's supposed to be girls high school volleyball.
Yeah, there's a guy on the team, right?
There's a guy on the team, and reporter from Outkick, Dan Zakrzewski, he went up to cover this, and oh my dear Lord, his article is amazing, and we're going to talk to him about the way they treated him trying to get this story out up in Michigan. So that's coming up next. So right now, let's break down, have a look at the roads. Tom Gaines is filling in for Matt Baer. Tom, what's going on, buddy?
Well, we got delays still, 465 east side northbound. In fact, it's solid from Washington Street to just before 38th Street. 2 right lanes blocked there with a 3-vehicle accident. Still about a 30-minute delay in that stretch. Southbound Gapers delays begin at I-65 and go down to just past 38th. 465 north side eastbound, just past Ellisonville. Disabled vehicle being cleared from the right lane. That's stop and go from before Westfield for a 10-minute delay. This report is sponsored by King's Hawaiian Sliders. Eli Manning reminds you there's nothing like football and King's Hawaiian Sliders. King's Hawaiian Sliders make you a winner on game day. Pick them up this weekend in the bakery or deli section of your grocery store. I'm Tom Gaines. Follow us on X for instant traffic updates at WIBC Traffic.
66 at the American Standard Heating Weather Center at 93 WIBC.
Listen up, football fans. You won't want to miss this. Right now, new Bet365 customers bet $5 and get $200 in bonus bets, win or lose. So you could turn that $200 into something bigger when you bet on money line, spread, totals, player props.
$200 in bonus bets when new customers bet $5. I know where I'm going to bet from now on. Download the app today and see why it's never ordinary at Bet365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-9-WITH-IT. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Indiana. T&Cs apply. In-app only.
Helzberg gifts checked off the list. Now, time for wrapping. Earrings for Mom. A gold bracelet to match the rings Danielle wears every day. And for Dad, a new watch, because we all know he needs one. All right, this is going to be a good one.
Our favorite things for your favorite people. Shop in store at Helzberg.com for up to 50% off.
Welcome to Tire Discounters. Oh, hiya, Phantom.
Mike, is it true?
What's that?
Tire Discounters is offering up to $200 off sets of Goodyear tires.
Absolutely.
Plus free alignment and a full synthetic oil change.
You got it.
I'm not one to exaggerate, but that may be the best deal in the history of the world.
But free would be better.
Mike, don't toy with me.
Through the holidays, every day we're open, someone will get their money back on 4 tires.
But I...
Just breathe, Phantom. Breathe.
No purchase necessary. Ends 12/31/25. Visit website for details.
Growing your retail business is easier with Shopify Point of Sale. Shopify POS connects your entire retail store, in-store, online, and social media on one platform. It's built for how customers shop today and for how they'll shop tomorrow. The result? Smoother checkouts and deeper customer relationships that pay off and keep them coming back. Ready to grow with Shopify POS? Visit shopify.com/switch now for more details. That's shopify.com/switch now.
Nobody cares for you like family. Family Heating and Air.
Hi, this is Malia with Family Heating and Air, and as a mom myself, I know it's really important to keep the kiddos healthy. Air quality, humidity, those are super big issues on my concern list. If you share any of these concerns, give Family a call, 317-577-8077.
Family Heating and Air is your trusted local independent American Standard heating and air conditioning dealer.
Are you ready to put joint pain behind you and get to a place where persistent pain doesn't control your life? The dedicated orthopedic experts at Community Health Network are here to turn those goals into a reality. With personalized treatment options that include robotic-assisted surgery, we'll help you feel your best so you can get back to enjoying your hobbies again. Learn more about your care options at ecommunity.com/ortho. Community Health Network. Exceptional care, simply delivered.
There's nothing like when you get that part from eBay and it just fits. Yeah, the first time. So you can do less of this and get right back to more of this. At eBay, you'll find all the parts you need, guaranteed to fit, at prices you'll love. Sounds good, doesn't it? eBay, things people love. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
What's Jeff Saturday up to these days?
Retiring from football means a lot of things for a guy like me. It means more time to pick up some hobbies, like baking, puzzles, and some gardening. It also means pinching pennies. And that's why I look for unclaimed property at indianaunclaimed.gov. Look, it's your money, and they want you to have it. So check indianaunclaimed.gov or text Jeff to 46220 and search now.
Inside Indiana Business Radio, the news you need to get ahead. Indiana's business news leader, weekdays at 6:32 a.m. and 5:56 p.m. on WIBC.
The Attorney General's Unclaimed Property Division has over $800 million just waiting to be claimed. Text Tamara and Nigel to 46220 or visit indianaunclaimed.gov to claim yours today.
Yeah. What up? This is Dr. Dre. The party's going on. Thank God it's Friday.
The Hammer and Nigel Show.
So we have an update on a story we talked about just a couple days ago. We had Outkick writer Dan Zakrzewski on our program, and we were talking about this crazy situation in Michigan. I believe it's high school volleyball, where it appears that a school is, I don't want to say hiding, but maybe that's the right word, hiding a biological male on the team. And
on the female team.
On a female team.
Wow.
And they're making a run to the playoffs, meaning somebody's probably not going to make a playoff spot because the other team's got a biological male. So Dan Zakshevsky, who writes for Outkick.com, great national outlet partnered with Fox, he went up to Michigan to cover the story.
Yeah, he had mentioned that he was covering this story for Outkick.
Well, we've got an update, and holy hell. Dan, welcome back to the program.
Hey, Dan.
Let's get right into it. Did you get credentialed? Did you get into the building? What happened?
First, thanks for having me back, guys. I appreciate it. I appreciate the chance to talk about this story because I do think it's important. No, I was denied a credential by the Michigan High School State Athletic Association, the MHSAA.
So you're a national writer for a national sports and political site that's partnered with Fox, and they denied you a credential.
And their reasoning was they only give credentials to primarily news-gathering organizations who have a demonstrated history of regularly covering high school sports in Michigan. So I guess my question to them is, okay, so if CNN asked for a credential, you'd say no because you don't they don't regularly cover high school athletics in the state of Michigan. If NBC or CBS or ESPN wanted to show up, you'd say, nope, sorry, you don't regularly cover Michigan high school athletics. I find that a little hard to believe.
Reading your article, this was the least of your problems.
So I bought a ticket like everyone else for $7. I went to the semifinal matches on Wednesday. There was really not much of any incidents. I watched the two matches on Wednesday. Skyline beat the crap out of the team. Skyline is the team, by the way. Ann Arbor Skyline is the team that has a biological male on it. They beat the crap out of the team they played on Wednesday. As I was leaving on Wednesday, two women came up to me and they yelled at me and told me I should be ashamed of myself. And why am I videoing and taking pictures of high school girls when I'm not, and I don't have a kid on the team? And I was like, well, first of all, there's a camera right next to me filming this and putting it online for the entire world. So I don't know why you're worried about me taking pictures and videos of a public event of a playoff game. Like, am I the first person to ever video a high school playoff game? I mean, the absurdity. But anyway, so these ladies, they obviously made it clear their position, but not like whatever. That's going to happen. I wasn't really anticipating much on Thursday when I went for the final between Skyline and Dexter. And I don't want to bury the lead here. Skyline, with their biological male, did win the district. They did knock Dexter, who, by the way, was very good, knocked them out of the playoffs. So the girls on Dexter, unfortunate for them, they're not going to be making a trip to the Michigan State tournament that starts next week. When I got there, I bought a ticket, and I was a paying customer. And I looked for some parents on the Dexter team because I knew Skyline parents aren't going to talk to me. They either support this, or even if they don't, they're not going to put their name and say that they don't support it. Not in this liberal hellhole. So I went to talk to I saw a couple of Dexter dads. They were in their Dexter gear, and it looked like they might be willing to talk. So I went up to them, and as soon as I introduced myself, this woman came by, like almost got in between us a little bit. Like I had to kind of look around her, and they kind of looked at her, and they're like, oh, no, thank you, whatever. So I said to the woman, I was like, I'm sorry, can I ask who you are? And she was like, I'm the Skyline principal. And I said, okay, well, great. My name is Dan Zakshevsky. I'm a reporter for Outkick. It's nice to meet you. I held my hand out, and she looked at my hand, shook her head no. I said, you're not going to shake my hand? And she shook her head no again.
Oh, come on.
And I said, okay, well, would you like to talk to me about the story I'm here covering? And she said, absolutely not.
So what did she want then? If she didn't want to shake your hand, if she didn't want to give you her name, but she made her way over there to stand right between you and an opposing parent, what the hell did she want?
Exactly. So, okay, so that, and she declines to speak to me, and okay, whatever, no big deal. So I walk over to another section to, again, scout out, see if I can find some Dexter parents, and I look, and sure enough, isn't she following me around? She's literally following me where I go. So I was like, okay, that might be a coincidence. I'm going to go back to where I was the first time. And I took a video of this. It's up on my Twitter page, @RealDanZack. Seconds later, after I get to a new spot, here she comes walking right towards me. And so I was like, oh, my God, this woman is literally following me around this gym, like chaperoning or supervising. And I don't know. And I've gotten some comments online that were like, well, you were there at a high school game. She was protecting the students. Guys, I was nowhere near the students. I was nowhere near the court. I wasn't even attempting to talk to students. I was trying to talk to adults, parents who were in attendance. And this woman was essentially trying to stop that from happening.
Okay, so you've got the crazy principal who doesn't want to give you her name.
I mean, what a
doesn't want
Karen.
to shake your hand.
Good God.
Following you around like a weird stalker puppy dog. Take me through the rest of your night.
So the match starts, and I noticed pretty early in the first match, someone is behind me. Like, every time Skyline scores, they are screaming, "Go Skyline!" Woo! Like, right in my ear. And, like, after the first, like, you know, a couple times, like, whatever. I'm in Skyline High School. I'm at a Skyline High School match. Like, people are cheering for their team. No big deal. But this, after, like, the fifth or sixth, like, guttural scream from inches behind my ear, I was like, man, I think these guys doing this on purpose.
Yeah.
So I take a selfie, also up on my Twitter, of this guy who, by the way, was wearing a shirt. I kid you not, guys. The man is wearing a shirt with, like, flowers on it that says, "May you have the confidence of a mediocre white man." He was white, by the way. Let me be clear. He was a white male, a blonde white male wearing a shirt ripping on white men. So, and I have a smile on my face because at this point, like, you know, it's just this one guy bothering me and, like, whatever. Like, I'm used to this. No big deal. So I take the picture, and the guy says, you have to ask permission to take someone's photo.
Oh.
And I said, actually, sir, I'm in a public place. I do not need your permission to take your photo. And he said, well, it's rude to take someone's photo without their permission. And I responded, well, it's rude to stand 4 inches behind someone and scream in their ears, so I guess we're even.
Right.
He wasn't done. He goes, and what are you even doing here anyway? Do you have a girl on the team? And then at this point, he starts raising his voice so that people around can hear, and he goes, you know, you don't have a girl on the team, do you? You're just here watching high school girls. Wow, that's creepy, huh? Now, keep in mind, the principal she's still following me. She's standing a couple feet away, like, watching this happen. And at another point, the guy says to me, he goes, I don't see your media pass. Do you have a media pass? And the principal, I could see out of the corner of my eyes, is shaking her head, feverishly shaking her head no. And I was like, oh, the principal knows I don't have a media pass because, look, I can't prove this, but I'd be willing to bet the Michigan Athletic Association was in touch with the principal, like, hey, this guy requested a credential. We denied him, but keep your eyes open. He might be there.
You made the list, Danny. You made the list.
I made the freaking list, and she knew. She was shaking her head, no, he's not credentialed. And she was essentially, like, egging this guy on to keep this going. You know, I let him scream at me for a couple minutes, and then I was like, all right, I'm just going to go somewhere else. And wouldn't you know it, guys, this freaking guy follows me around, stands 4 inches behind me at every turn, screaming in my ear. So at one point, I go to leave the gym, and I kind of bumped into him because he was standing 4 inches behind me, and it was impossible to get past him without, like, I kind of, like, bumped his shoulder a little bit. He stuck his foot out to trip me, like, physically stuck his foot out. I stumbled a little bit, and the ticket taker woman had this, like, horrified look on her face. I said, did you see that? And she goes, that man just tried to trip you. And I was like, he absolutely tried to trip me. And she was like, oh, my God, I'm so sorry. I'm like, whatever, no big deal.
Wow.
Like, you know, I'm just going to go on with my night. So I go to the bathroom, you know, and I hang out in the hallway for a few minutes because I was like, you know, let me let this cool off. Hopefully he made his point, and, you know, that'll be the end of it. Nope. I get back in there, and right back to his post he goes. So I actually decided to do the same thing with the principal, where I moved to a new location, and I start filming. I'm like, I want this guy to be on video following me around the gym. And as I'm filming this man following me, this woman with, like, you know, guys, she was wearing, like, a liberal Halloween costume, like horn-rimmed glasses, tattoo, drinking some kind of weird energy drink. She waves at my camera. And I like, and whatever, I ignored her and I continued to film the guy. She goes, you know, you shouldn't be recording my permission. And I'm like, oh my God, here we go again. I go, ma'am, first of all, I don't need your permission. We're in a public space. And second of all, I'm not recording you. I'm recording this gentleman because he is stalking me around this gym. And she was like, no, you were recording me. Go watch your footage back. You were recording me. And I was like, look, you were the one who waved at my camera. You clearly wanted to be recorded. I don't know what to tell you. And so then she goes in the same spiel. Like, you know, what are you doing here? You don't have a girl on the team. Why are you watching high school girls, you creep? And so at this point, guys, I started to think, man, this all seems very choreographed. They're all following the same script. They're following me around. They're harassing me. They're talking about me being at this game. I started to get a little bit nervous. Now, look, I'm a big guy. I am not a small human being. That being said, I didn't know what they were planning. Like, it was clear these people had conversations, and at some point, like, I'm going to have to go out to the freaking parking lot, and I don't know, is someone going to be waiting for me there?
Well, hell, they're trying to trip you and knock you down inside in front of everybody. What the hell would they do in the parking lot?
Right. So I was looking around for, like, a cop or a security guard. I couldn't find one. So I went to the principal, and I said, Miss, do you have any security or law enforcement on site for this event? And she said, no, I don't. And I said, okay, fine. So I called the Ann Arbor Police Department, and I said, look, here's what's going on. I'm being harassed. I just would like you to send an officer because when I go to leave and go to my car, I'd just like to have a cop there just to make sure nothing happens. It took about, 75 minutes for a cop to show up, but they finally did. And then the cop was like, he talked to the principal for like 5 minutes on his own, and then his attitude towards me totally changed. So I don't know what the hell she said to him, probably said I was the one causing problems, which, by the way, guys, if they had any reason to kick me out, they would have done it. They were looking for me to say something or do something. They never once asked me to leave because they couldn't. I paid for a ticket. I was doing nothing against the rules. I wasn't bothering anyone. They were the ones harassing me. But eventually, I had the cop walk me to my car after the match was over. Skyline won. They're moving on. They're playing Tuesday in Mason. I'm going to be there. We'll see what the frick happens.
I love your going back.
The music from Psycho should have been playing in the background the entire time.
I'm going to be here on Tuesday. Like, you're not going to intimidate and scare me away from doing my job. Sorry.
Man, that's wild. That is a wild story.
Keep us updated, Dan.
I feel like in that movie Joe Dirt where Dennis Miller's talking to Joe Dirt, we need more. I want you to come back after you go back and visit these lunatics again, Danny Z.
As I've told you guys, anytime you need me, I'm here.
All right, brother, be safe, and we'll talk again soon.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
It's the Hammer and Nigel Show.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
A bill to pay federal workers impacted by the government shutdown. Sunny skies during your sunset and 64 degrees in downtown Indy. Lows tonight in the lower 40s. I'm Jake McDaniel. Here's what's trending at 5:30. That failed in the Senate once again.
Democrats blocked a bill by GOP Wisconsin Senator Ron Johnson to pay all federal workers. Democrats objected, so the shutdown deepens as the Senate stares at weekend sessions. The Democrats' move infuriated Senate Majority Leader John Thune.
We're going to keep federal employees hostage.
Thune is drafting a bill to fund the government through sometime in January. The bill would also reopen the Departments of Agriculture and Veterans Affairs, plus it provides money for Congress for nearly a year.
Fox's Chad Pergram reporting. Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer says the Democrats' offer address both positions. The air travel mess is huge today. Nearly 1,000 flights are canceled and over 4,000 are delayed. And that's because, well, you've heard the FAA is running with fewer unpaid air traffic controllers, and they're cutting flights at 40 big airports. The McDonald's McRib is coming back Tuesday, including in Indianapolis. And John Cruz reports on an Indianapolis tradition returning for the holidays.
The Christmas Nights of Lights drive-through show was returning to the Indiana State Fairgrounds, running now through December 31st. The popular event has many features that are synchronized to classic holiday music.
We have over 1 million lights that are illuminated for this particular show. 19 miles of wire, 2 miles of a great show, 225 computers that are running this show.
That's Leroy Lewis III with the Indiana State Fair. Tickets are required and available for reservation online. Get full details at WIBC.com. Johnette Cruz, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
News time, 5:31. Your traffic now with Tom Gaines.
Got delays still on 465, the west side northbound approaching 38th. The crash in the two right lanes, it's solid from Washington Street. Still about a 30-minute delay through that stretch. And watch out for delays to southbound, Gapers beginning at I-65. 65 southbound is slow from Whitestown Parkway to the 865 Dogleg. And again from 29th through the Collector down to about Keystone. Northbound delays begin just before the south split. It's B-Window's biggest sale of the year. Get up to 68% off, plus no interest, no payments for 24 months. Call now or go to bwindow.com. I'm Tom Gaines. Follow us on X for instant traffic updates at WIBC Traffic.
And now here's the forecast from the American Standard Heating Weather Center.
A mostly clear Friday night is ahead for us with lows down in the low 40s, and then we will turn partly cloudy for Saturday with highs near 60 before we track spotty to scattered showers Saturday night with increasing winds. I'm Wish TV Storm Track 8 meteorologist Stephen Deanna for 93 WIBC.
And I'm Jake McDaniel on the level, on the go, and on WIBC.com.
It's Friday.
The Hammer and Nigel Show. My name is Nigel. Jason Hammer is here. Been a big week in the news. The government shutdown. We had the elections earlier this week in some states. Didn't go too well for Republicans. We have airline flights being reduced because of the government shutdown. Here to break it all down for us and more, Breitbart Deputy Politics Editor Bradley J. Bradley, I know you guys had a policy event with Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy this morning in D.C. Some pretty shocking headlines on Breitbart.com right now concerning airlines and the FAA. Why don't we start there with this policy event and what's going on with the flights and why are they being reduced this week?
It was an excellent event. Secretary Duffy did a fantastic job of laying out his thinking at how the shutdown is affecting transportation and even more broadly, just how it's affecting Americans. And he had some very pointed opinions that the Democrats need to get their stuff together and vote to end this shutdown, because a lot of the damage and the pain from this will last weeks, even after the government reopens. He made the great point that unlike prior shutdowns, say during the Obama administration, President Trump has gone out of his way to try to limit the pain on the American people from this shutdown, even though politically it might be better off to let this Schumer shutdown be as painful as possible. But yeah, go to Breitbart.com. There's all kinds of news from that. When the establishment media is covering a Breitbart event and they hate Breitbart,
right.
That tells you that something is newsworthy.
What are they saying about the reduction in flights? Because that was the big headline I saw not too long ago.
Well, it's only going to get worse. The secretary's priority is safety. They want to ensure that that as many flights as possible are in the air, but they're not going to do it if anybody's at risk. But they have limited ability to keep air traffic controllers on the job right now because they're limited funds. He talked a lot about how a lot of air traffic controllers are just giving up and taking second jobs. A lot of them who are in the pipeline, which the Trump administration has done such a fantastic job at recruiting and beginning to train more air traffic controllers. But they're saying, why do I want to do this if I'm going to have to go months without a paycheck? Democrat senators are really forcing a lot of pain onto the American people. It's infuriating, really.
Bradley, are the Republicans getting the messaging across the board that, listen, we want to open this up, but we need 60 votes and we need a little help from the Democrats? I know that if you look at the information, people with common sense, two eyes and a functioning brain can see that this is because of the Democrats, but is that messaging getting across to the people that work at the airports, the people that are air traffic controllers? Are they viewing this as a Democrat shutdown?
That's a good question, and I haven't seen any polling directly aimed towards these federal employees. But look, when you have these airline groups and others, industry-type groups who are coming out saying, Democrats, end the shutdown, take the Republican CR, let's open up the government, that suggests to me that their employees probably feel the same way. The Democrats have had very nebulous back and forth requests on what they're actually looking to get out of this. It's very clearly a messaging shutdown for them, whereas the Republicans have had a very clear, concise, easy to understand ask. open the government with a CR that funds the government at Biden-era levels. That's very simple, and I would like to think that most of these federal employees can wrap their minds around that and feel that this is a Democrat shutdown.
Breitbart Politics editor Bradley Jay here on the Hammer and Nigel show talking about the longest government shutdown in U.S. history. Are there any Democrats besides Fetterman in the Senate that are kind of wishy-washy wobbly on this, thinking about voting the other way and opening the government back up?
Well, here, let me break down the numbers very, very quickly. There are 53 Republican senators. 52 of them have supported supported ending the shutdown. Rand Paul's out there doing his own thing.
Yeah.
3 Democrat senators, Fetterman, Cortez Masto, and Angus King, have voted with Republicans. That's 55. You've got to get 60 votes to break a filibuster. So despite all the these Democrat senators who want to be president and who are so far left-wing and don't care about the damage that they're inflicting, we only need 5 more Democrat senators to break this filibuster. That's totally possible. I think with the success that Democrats had, which wasn't surprising, but with the success that Democrats had Tuesday, a lot of these maybe more moderate Democrat senators, relatively moderate, were kind of boxed in, whereas they couldn't be seen as caving to Republicans so quickly after an electoral victory for Democrats. I think that pushed any kind of a resolution back probably into next week, but I've got to think that eventually the 5, 6, 7, they only need 5 Democrat senators who are ready to get back to business as usual will eventually come to the table.
Breitbart Deputy Politics Editor Bradley Jay with us here on the Hammer and Nigel show. Bradley, let's talk about that election. Was that the end of the Joe Biden-style Democrat? I mean, don't even worry about the Clinton-style Democrat. He died a long time ago. Is this such a new time for the Democrat Party where the socialists that have New York City's mayor's office, AOC, one of their biggest fundraisers and flamethrowers leading the charge, is this a new style of Democrat? Is the even radical Joe Biden-style Democrat not enough anymore?
I think it was. This was the closing of a chapter or a book of the Democrat Party of yesteryear. The dynamics of our two-party system have changed. The wealthy elites are now firmly voting Democrat, whereas blue-collar working Americans who for so long Democrats' bread and butter, their base, are now voting with Republicans in the America First coalition that Donald Trump has assembled. It's really a different time. And even though Mamdani won, if you look at some of these other races across the country in New York, Virginia, a lot of these Democrats, even if they were super partisan and super left-wing, were doing their best to hew to the center and try to paint themselves as moderates and pragmatists. They could do that without a firm leader, without a clear leader of the Democrat Party nationally. That's not going to be the case in the midterms. Looking ahead next year, the leader of the Democrat Party far and away is going to be Zoran Mamdani. None of these Democrats like Spanberger and Mikey Sherrill in Jersey are going to be able to claim, well, I'm not one of those Democrats, because it's going to be very clear what the Democrat Party has run to. Now, that doesn't mean that Republicans can just can rely on that and that everything will go well. Republicans will have to do what Republicans are not good at doing. That's being on the offensive and messaging well. But you're exactly right. This is a new day, and it's a new Democrat Party, and it presents a lot of opportunities for Republicans, but they've got to take advantage of it, and that's not something Republicans are good at doing.
And listen, while we look at socialism as something that should be found in between two portalets, for whatever reason, the leaders that they've got out there, Mamdani and AOC, super charismatic. They're going to try to make this thing sound like it's super fun, super awesome.
Fast and free, right?
Fast and free. They're going to be passing out free stuff left and right. It's up to the Republicans to be able to counter that. And you're so right, Bradley. That's never been their strong suit.
Candidates matter and consultants matter. Everyone associated with the Virginia races and Republicans should be blackballed. Winsome Earl Sears, she never once articulated what she was. She never embraced America first. Look, the new Republican coalition is an American First coalition. If all these neocons who were working behind the scenes to push candidates like Winsome Earl Sears and to undermine J.D. Vance, you've seen that a lot this week, these neocons need to understand that the coalition that the neocons bring to the table is not a winning coalition. The numbers aren't there. The voters aren't there. If a Republican wants to win on the national level or on the local level, it is under the America First banner that you're going to win. If these neocons try to advance their own candidates, maybe you could do that 20 years ago, but you can't now and win. Unfortunately, a lot of these conservative Inc. type folks in Washington, a lot of these neocons, they don't even care that much about winning. They just want to be in charge. That is poison to Republicans' electability, and we have to end this infighting right now. We can't let these neocons try to take back control of the party. The America First movement needs to firmly assert and claim its leadership of the party, and we need to stamp out in all of these emerging fights. Look, Democrats are motivated. They legitimately think that Donald Trump is trying to murder them in their sleep right now. That's what Democrats have been saying for years. This is serious business. We need to get back to fighting Democrats and not our own.
I was a little bit down at the beginning of the week after these elections, but, Donald Trump didn't win in any of those states, and, the Democrats were spiking in football for sure, but this was not a referendum on Donald Trump and his supporters, was it?
Not at all, and I hope that these off-year elections, first off, I hope that they give Democrats too much confidence.
Yes.
I also hope that we learn the lessons that we need to. Look, 2024 was a great victory, but it was over a year ago. We need to stay excited and motivated because the Democrats sure are. We've got to find a way to get these low-propensity voters out. We've got to talk about affordability, but even more so, I think we need to get back to talking about domestic issues. Most voters don't know where Hungary is, and they don't care what's going on over there. We have to focus on what the American people care about. We've got to contrast what their lives would be like under Republicans and under Democrats. And we have to get real America First candidates who actually embrace what the Republican Party is about. That's what you've got to do, especially in these off-year and midterm elections where Republicans aren't good at getting folks to the polls. It's very simple. If you're a Republican candidate, you need to embrace the Republican agenda.
Breitbart Deputy Politics Editor Bradley J. Check out his work at Breitbart.com. Bradley, we always love it when you come on our program and you break things down for us, and we'll do this again soon.
I'm looking forward to it. Great joining y'all.
I don't know about you, but to quote Cousin Eddie, bet you could use a cool one.
Beer Sample Friday, next on the Hammer and Nigel Show.
Barack Obama is back and pushing Democrat-run states like California to rig the midterm elections and put more leftists in Congress. Joe Biden already counted illegals in the 2020 census, but they still want more.
We've watched the Democrats destroy our country.
Now, President Trump is fighting back, and it's time for Indiana to join that fight. Indiana legislators will have a chance to stand with President Trump, level the playing field, and pass fair maps when they convene for a special session on December 1st. Trump's agenda to save America hangs in the balance, and now more than ever, we need leaders with the stomach for a fight. Senator Jim Buck is refusing to tell Hoosiers if he stands with President Trump or Barack Obama and Gavin Newsom. Call Senator Jim Buck today and tell him our country can't afford for him to sit this fight out. It's time for him to stand with President Trump and pass fair maps now. Paid for by Building a Better Economy.
Hey, the biggest Black Friday sale ever going on right now. Thompson Furniture and Mattress in Columbus. My wife and I are longtime customers. We love going there and saving up to $800 on top brand mattresses from Tempur-Pedic, Stearns & Foster, and Sealy. Indiana-made Smith Brothers of Bern is holding their factory-authorized sale at the lowest prices in 2025. 50% off all Flex Steel and Lazy Boy. Free delivery, cash discounts, interest-free financing. Hurry, sale ends Monday.
Thompson Furniture and Mattress in Columbus. Free delivery and setup. if you live within 75 miles of their store. And what I love about these guys is that, yes, it's owned and operated by the same family since 1927. They love doing stuff in the community, but they love our listeners. They love the Hammer and Nigel show. They take care of us, so you guys, take care of these guys. Next time you need a love seat or a Tempur-Pedic mattress, you name it, the place to go is Thompson Furniture and Mattress in Columbus. Spencer and the gang will take care of you. Make sure you tell them Hammer and Nigel sent you.
Sundown Gardens is continuing their big fall sale. Come shop the nursery to save now to add trees and shrubs to your landscape. Whether you're adding shade, color, or curb appeal, fall planting helps trees and shrubs root in for the winter, and they'll thrive next spring. The best part? All nursery items are now 30 to 50% off. That's 30 to 50% off. Shop now and save at Sundown Gardens, located on the corner of 186th Street and Spring Mill Road in Westfield. SundownGardens.com.
Picture this. Your career ends, your paycheck stops. Suddenly you're conducting your retirement with no sheet music. Don't let that happen. I'm Jason Hutchins, and after years of guiding Hoosier families through retirement planning, I put together some of the most important lessons into one simple, easy-to-read book, Orchestrate Your Retirement, a guide to composing a financially tuned plan. Get a copy mailed to you at no cost. Call 317-660-929. That's 317-660-929. This book is packed with real-world stories and strategies on income, Social Security, taxes, and how to protect what you've worked so hard to build. Call Guardian Wells Financial at 317-660-929. That's 660-929 and ask for your copy. No pressure, no strings attached. Supplies are limited, so when they're gone, they're gone. Orchestrate your retirement. The rhythm of your future starts here.
Investment advisory services offered through Creative One Wealth LLC, a registered investment advisor. Guardian Wealth Financial is not affiliated with Creative One Wealth or with any government agency. Licensed insurance professionals.
Eli Manning reminds you there's nothing like football and King's Hawaiian Sliders. King's Hawaiian Sliders make you a winner on game day. Pick them up this weekend in the bakery or deli section of your grocery store.
Keep the streak alive. Before they hit the field, you need to hit the Ultimate Colts tailgate at the Slippery Noodle. Sunday, November 30th. Kick off your day at 9:30 a.m. Join fellow fans for tailgate games, pregame fuel, and the absolute best pre-kickoff action to get you going.
Tom Gaines standing by with a look at the roads.
Well, on the west side of 465 northbound, still a mess just before 38th. Right lane is blocked with a serious crash. It's solid from Washington Street. It's a 24-minute delay through that stretch. Southbound to Gapers delay starts at I-65. 465 on the south side, eastbound is stop and go from Bluff Road to Emerson for a 12-minute delay. 465 east side southbound slows I-70 down to I-74. Northbound is slow from 56th up to I-69. 69 southbound is pretty solid from 106 to 465 due to the ongoing road work. Transform your bath and double the value. It's B Windows Black Friday bath sale. Buy one bath and get one free. Plus no interest and no payments for 24 months. Call now or visit bwindow.com. I'm Tom Gaines. Follow us on X for instant traffic updates at WIBC Traffic.
66 at the American Standard Heating Weather Center at 93 WIBC.
Right now, Hammer and Nigel present Beer Sample.
Fry.
I got some beers. Let's drink them, huh?
Beer's on sale, people. Come down, get you some.
It has arrived. Woo! My favorite segment of the week on the Hammer and Nigel Show, Beer Sample Friday, brought to you by Thompson Furniture and Mattress down in Columbus. My name is Nigel. That's Jason Hammer right over there. Full hour of the Hammer and Nigel Show coming up after 6 o'clock, by the way.
But first things first, I don't know about you, but this has been a long week, hasn't it? Maybe because the sun's going down earlier, but man, it just feels like this has been a long week, and I'm ready to crack open a cold one.
Let's do it. What are we waiting for? What do we got?
This was a gift from Allison.
Oh,
Miss Allison.
Look at you.
When she made her roadie a couple weeks ago up to Niagara Falls, she brought us back a little something here.
Allison.
Party Dad Crushing IPA from Nickelbrook Brewing Company.
And there's like a pair of white tennis shoes, like New Balance tennis shoes that dads wear.
With a couple empty beer cans sitting right next to him.
Party Dad Crushing IPA. Oh, Allison, you shouldn't have. Cheers.
Citrus Cruiser. Okay. All right. Cheers.
Oh, that's delicious.
Oh, that is good. That is cold. Good choice, Allison. Look at you thinking about us.
And I love, we've got to take a picture and post this. I love the party dad aspect of this with the white New Balance shoes on the front of the can.
We'll put that up on our Instagram at Hammer and Nigel.
What are you trying to say? I'm sorry. Didn't mean to interrupt.
The weekend is underway here in Indianapolis, and we've got another hour to go. This is the Hammer and Nigel Show.
It's that time of year again when the leaves turn, the days get shorter, and you hear a lot about Medicare open enrollment. If you're feeling overwhelmed by all the options, you're not alone. Original Medicare, Advantage plans, Part D, Medigap, it's a lot to sort through. And making the wrong choice can cost you more than just your financial confidence. That's where Howard Bailey Financial comes in. At Howard Bailey, we don't just help you pick a Medicare plan. We help you make a more confident choice with your full financial picture in mind. Our team has licensed Medicare professionals backed by experienced financial advisors, all working together to help you retire with purpose. Get started by texting CARE to 888-494-5004 to speak with the Howard Bailey team and start your Medicare conversation today. At Howard Bailey Financial, we make Medicare simple so you can focus on enjoying the season, not stressing about it. Howard Bailey Securities, LLC is an independent financial services firm and uses a variety of different investment strategies. See disclosures at howardbailey.com.
Are you ready to put joint pain behind you and get to a place where persistent pain doesn't control your life? The dedicated orthopedic experts at Community Health Network are here to turn those goals into a reality. With personalized treatment options that include robotic-assisted surgery, we'll help you feel your best so you can get back to enjoying your hobbies again. Learn more about your care options at ecommunity.com/ortho. Community Health Network. Exceptional care, simply delivered.
It's Black Friday all month long at Great Lakes Honda Fishers. This week only, lease the 2025 Accord SE for just $299 a month with zero down, plus get 2 years complimentary maintenance.
If Ernest Hemingway was alive today, would he say this to you?
Shakespeare, Mark Twain, Edgar Allan Poe, all great writers. And after reading your book, I simply must add you to the list.
Wait, you don't have a book yet, so make a free call to Page Publishing. Turn your book idea into publishing gold.
800-215-6818. 800-215-6818. That's 800-215-6818.
An official message from Medicare.
Medicare plans change from one year to the next. And this year, it's important for you to review your current coverage and compare all your options during Medicare open enrollment. Compare health plans, drug